Hi, Internet. Welcome to this show. This show is Rise of Tiamat. This is episode number 21.
22.
Is it 22? It is
Yep.
22.
You need to change the overlay.
See, Celeste, why
I
wouldn't you
got you.
tell me this like 2 seconds too late? Anyway,
So I could not see your overlay.
that's fine. You have a viable excuse. Episode 22, where things are crazy and emotional and fun times. So we're gonna get started with a recap of what happened last time by our lovely bard Celeste in just a second here. But I did want to say, I did see there was a couple of comments in the chat from before the show started. So for the people who are asking, what did I just log into, and I have no idea how far you guys are in this, don't look at the book. It's not going to give you any guidance. We lived in the realm of the book for like 5 episodes and a portion of the first half of Horde of the Dragon Queen. And then it just sort of did its own thing.
We're a hop, skip, and 2 deaths away from that.
Yes. That is pretty accurate.
Currently.
We're 6 Christian seconds away.
It's 6 Christians, a whole 6 Christian seconds. Nice, deep. I guess that's a deep cut at this point. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, but I did want to just get the couple of announcements out of the way up front. One is that we're sponsored by Initiative Coffee Company, so there is a link in the description to pick up stuff at a discount. We're also sponsored by Elderwood Academy. There's a link in the description, or a link in the chat there for you as well. So that is some things you can check out. Also, you should see an overlay on the right-hand side of your screen. Tell me if you don't. That's the D&D Beyond character sheets for all of the characters that you see here. So 9 times out of 10, if you have a character-based question, why does this character get to do that? Why do they do this? If you check those character sheets, more often than not, it'll be answered for you. And it's probably a magic item. We'll just throw it out there. That's a realistic. Also at the bottom is that reliquary that's down there. We had the first time that happened for Celeste 2 Sundays ago. Pizza Rain came down
everywhere during the big boss fight.
During the big boss fight, she rolled
phenomenal.
weird as well. Go figure. Everybody just rolls weird. I don't know why. So you can make some fun and interesting things happen by filling that up to the top, which is set now, I think, at 125. It was at 150. We called it back to 125 to kind of split the difference. So that is a thing that you could do, and you could donate and other things to help the players or to just make that stuff happen. So that's fun. And yeah, that I think is pretty much it for announcements this week. There'll be more interesting announcements coming at the end of the stream when we got to go around the horn. So with that, that's enough out of me. Celeste, what happened last time on Rise of Tiamat?
Yo, so much happened last time. Like, not actual in-game stuff, but emotionally, so much happened. So we opened up last episode with everybody was dead. And by everybody, I mean Rid and Odella were dead. And Roswen and Leo were angry at each other and sitting in awful silence, waiting for somebody to show up and basically resurrect their friends. So after a while, a cleric, a wizard, and a barbarian showed up to basically help and resurrect. So there's the weird Yanti wizard named Axton.
No, you didn't actually get the wizard's name. Axton was the cleric.
Oh, okay.
You never asked the wizard's name. He was just. Yep.
Well, and Leo tried to talk to the barbarian and figured out her name was Northwind, though she didn't tell him that. That was an old character of mine, so I had to talk to myself, which was super awkward. But anyway, we got through that eventually, and Odella came back, and she's like, "I'm back," and Leo's like, "Oh my god, yum yum yum," and they kissed, and it was great. And then Rid woke up, except Rid wasn't Rid anymore. Rid was the 4th a personality named Vera who was super angry for some reason. And eventually the cleric helped them all out, healed everybody back up to full basically, and then they dipped out. And Leo went to go talk to Vera and he's like, hey, what up? Like, can I help you? You okay? And she's like, kill me. And he's like, nope. What? And then eventually Vera turned back into Rid. Everybody was super confused, but we all kind of connected and everybody was like checking in with each other. And then we all booped back to the Council of Dragons. And Leo kind of told the dragons in the meeting, like, hey, we did everything we could. Sorry, we took care of the problem. Here's the armor back that was made of your dead friend. Please, like, don't let this be a reflection on all of people. Cool. And the dragons were like, yeah, okay, this sucks, but like we'll be there in the final fight. And we're like, yay. And then we went back to the Primp and Pie because everybody was fucking sad. And then Roswen was like a sad girl on her Ava's old cot, and everybody else took a bath and was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And then Leo and Odella finally did it after 21 episodes. They finally boinked. And it was very loud and interrupted some personal conversations between Rid and anyway, then they went out to the barn and they're all talking about their feelings. And then eventually Roswen went to Watedeep, to the Temple of Selune, and was like, Selune, what do I do? I need to find myself. And then Leo asked, Leo got a back piece. He finally finished his sweet back piece, which is a hyper-realistic photo of the whole party that Rid added themselves onto this tattoo. So now it's complete. And everybody kind of got back together at the end, and we're all like, oh man, we're not okay, but we're hopeful for the future. And then we're like, yay! And then Leo went up with his cool guitar move up to Odella's room and was like, hey, what up? And she's like, I have to tell you something. He's like, okay, do you have an STD? And she's like, no. And then
Pretty accurate.
And then she's like, oh, something weird happened to me when I died. For you, it was 8 hours. For me, it was 8 years. And then Ted was like, endgame. And we all cried. And that's what happened.
Pretty.
We also touched feet a lot.
Yep, that sounds about right. So if you haven't tuned in to Rise of Tiamat, which it seems like some of you may be here for the first time, welcome. If you've run away screaming, I get it. It's cool. We're not for everybody, but we're for most people. If you like drama, self-imposed mostly, that is what this show is about. So I guess we'll pick right back up where we left off, where Odella just told you, Leo, in the confidence of her room there.
Of the vault.
Yes, of the vault with the massive pile of money and the massive amount of magic items, that she'd been gone for what seemed like for you 8 hours was for her 8 whole years. Scene.
Okay, so you say that, and Leo just stares at you. Is this like? I'm sorry, what?
I mean, I don't really know how to explain it. It's just I thought that I was dead for apparently much longer than it actually was.
So you could tell you were somewhere. I mean, how do you know that?
Well, it wasn't like I was just dead. I guess I don't know what else to say. When it seemed to me like I closed my eyes here and then opened my eyes somewhere else. And then continued living in that somewhere else for 8 years.
Okay, where were you?
from what I've read, there's a couple places that you can go. I'm not really sure if mine had a specific name. I can't really, I don't have any answers like that for you, I guess. Some call it the low roads. That's the only thing that I've picked up so far.
Okay, so you're telling me you died, but you weren't really dead. You went somewhere for 8 years, but that's okay. I don't understand a lot about, I guess, I don't know, the planes or magic, or I'm not super religious here, so you're gonna have to help me out like with a little bit more. What so do you feel like 8 years old, or do you have uh
So I will chime in and say that your physical body, looking at your own physical body, Odella, you do not seem as though you've aged 8 years physically. Your body seems to be basically 8 hours or however 8 hours in a day now older than when you left, but you've had experiences as though 8 years have passed. For you, it seems like you are 8 years older. It's a very kind of out of body weird thing to think about, right? Like you went to sleep for a dream for 8 years to wake up to find you're exactly the same, but you recall everything that happened. And like, were you to have, say, picked up a language or something like that, you'd still have that knowledge. It just, for everybody else, they don't have that.
You know, like when you go to sleep and you dream, but then you wake up and you can't remember a lot of the dream, even though things happened during it. I can remember the whole dream.
Oh.
But I don't think that I'm actually older.
Okay. Well, if I went somewhere else for 8 years, I would be devastated. I think he's gonna move in, and he's gonna like grab your hands and be like, "Do you want to talk about it? I mean, what happened?"
I think we should talk about it.
Okay.
But, you know, when I woke up there, I didn't really know what had happened to you guys. Like, before that, I saw you and I saw Red, and I didn't really have high hopes that you guys had made it. I guess I should have had more faith in you. But the whole time I was there, like, it doesn't look like here. Everything's gray, and it just seems like all the color and joy had been like sucked out of the world. And there were other people there too. So I guess there's that, but it's different. I I saw Sign Wrath while I was there, and I actually got to say goodbye to him like I wanted to. So that was good. But there's also a lot of people that we've killed. And I saw Boyd too. And that was not good. I think it almost destroyed me. I don't know if I would have been able to come back but I thought I was strong, but I think you guys are the strong ones. And it took everything that I had just to get back here. And when I heard that cleric's voice, I don't think you understand what a relief it was to be see a light at the end of the tunnel, I guess. It seems the odd way to say it the other way around, but that's what it felt like. And when I woke up here, I felt different, and I didn't know what exactly was different, but that's what I've been doing all day. I've been trying to figure that out. And since I've noticed some things are different, and we promised that we wouldn't have secrets anymore, I wanted to tell you and lay it all out on the line, because I didn't want it to like come up as a surprise, and then maybe you would be scared or something and you guys would leave me alone again.
Hey, you're not alone. You're never going to be alone as long as I'm here. You are the strongest and the bravest person I know. You literally conquered death, Odella, and he's gonna put your face between his hands. I'm so sorry, and I don't understand, but I will help however I can, but you're not alone, and you could never scare me. Okay, we're gonna figure this out.
I'm a little worried about telling the others. And I know I shouldn't be, but I'm worried that if I say anything, I guess I'm scared what happened to Rid. Because if it was worse, I'll feel awful. And if it was better, I'll feel worse, I guess. Because I'm not sure.
I don't know if you've met Rid, but I don't think that's gonna be an issue. They are one of the most open people I know, and also you tell us how you want to go about this. You do this in your own time, in your own way, but you have to know that we're all behind you on this. You're not alone anymore.
Well, thank you. And she'll give Leo a hug.
Yeah, he'll fold you in and like tuck his head over yours and just hold you.
You know, I don't work all the time.
Yeah,
sometimes,
you kind of do.
Sometimes I do other things.
Well, I want to encourage you to get out of your office more. Let's explore a not gray world, shall we?
Sure. We can do that.
Okay. Great. I'm like, get out of the vault. Let's go. Let's just get out of here. Let's do something to take your mind off of it.
While you're in there, aside from the massive pile of gold, is there anything else of interest that Leo might have seen just for his own reference?
What else is in our vault?
Because the big sword, he's got that. Like, that was in the vault. So that...
Yeah, do we want to leave that in the vault? By the way, that's neither here nor there, but let me see what's in the vault.
I don't think there's anything too, like, noticeable, like, oh, look at this really cool...
Money.
Yeah, it's mostly money, I think.
Yeah, all I have that says in the vault is 205,000 gold pieces, so it's just gold everywhere.
So there you go, Leo. If you had to quantify it, about 205,000.
Hmm.
All right. Anyway, so you guys leave the vault.
Yep.
Now what?
Leo's thinking about what it'd be like to have sex on a giant pile of money. But he doesn't say anything. I just wanted you all to know.
I mean, we got time.
See, we got time. Oh, she's doing better. So it's like nighttime right now, I think, because
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Roz had just gotten back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are you in the mood for?
Well, I think you were serenading me before this.
Oh, And he picks up his guitar.
Maybe we could go somewhere and you can start the song from the beginning.
You name the place. Oh, and then they hold hands and then they walk there. And then he's gonna play a guitar and then they're totally gonna bang.
So where in Scornabel will not be able to sleep tonight is the question.
Well, first they'll probably go get food because I don't think she's eaten all day. So
Or in 8 years, really.
that's true.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's 8 years worth of tummy gremlins. That's
All right.
Let's find the nicest restaurant in Scornabel, which is probably just that other inn down the
yeah,
street.
pretty much. Yep. Yep.
That you met your dad at that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, so you guys can go there and get some food, and I guess we'll jump back just in the meantime to see what's kind of going on with Raz and Rid at the moment while you guys head out to dinner, a late dinner. Or I can't remember exactly where we left you guys at the end of last session.
Oh, did we just go to bed, or
I think you might have just gone to bed, which is fine.
Yeah, I think we went
Yeah.
upstairs after we agreed that Leo and Odella were not going to be banging the headboard all night.
That's
so
true. You did.
I
agree.
promised we would be. Actually didn't promise.
You
it.
didn't promise. I don't have high hopes.
I mean, nice try, I guess, but like we know you didn't promise.
Yeah.
I think that maybe like if we went upstairs, we could have a conversation really fast.
Sure.
Hey, so how was your day? You traveled, right?
yeah. I went to Watedeep and I visited the temple, and I met some people and just got some stuff off my chest, and I don't know, it kind of trying to get some perspective, but it was good. You looked like you were having fun with Leo when I got here.
Yeah, I did the tattoo on his back.
It looks really good.
Thank you. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you, did you know any tattoo artists like locally somewhere in Scornabel?
Not in Scornabel. I mean, ever since I, could transport via plants, I'm always hitting up Watedeep. That's where the really good tattoo artists go. But
That's where I got my first couple of pieces. I just, ever since some of our more recent battles, I've felt like I need some new tattoos. I joined this new group. I feel like a whole new person. I've fought some dragons. I died yesterday, like this. It's time for some changes, and I think I'd love to get some art that represents that.
well, I mean, I'm going to Watedeep tomorrow if you want to go there. I think maybe we can all go together.
Sure, yeah, that would be awesome. I can absolutely hit up my regular place.
Will you actually get a matching tattoo with me? Because every time I try to go with somebody else, they always don't get something matching. They just get a tattoo at the same time, and it's not the
Absolutely
same.
get a matching tattoo with you, Roswen. Absolutely.
What do you want to get?
Hmm.
I've already got a pie slice, so that's off.
Can
the
we get
table.
maybe like a dragon's face going like the
We can totally do that.
like the fun winky one?
Yeah, like with like the claws, like in a peace sign.
Yeah.
I won't regret this ever. This is the best plan.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the temple tomorrow, but like I'll meet you at the end of the day, and you can go get your work done during the day, and
Yeah.
then we'll meet up and we'll get our tattoos, and that means we have to be friends forever because it's inked.
I'd like that.
Okay. This is like the most excited I've been in a while.
I'm very excited too. Okay, I'm gonna try and sleep. Probably not going to, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, I'm gonna go up and fly up to my little hammock, and I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna be like, okay, good night.
Okay, good night.
All right, so
Turn off the lights.
Yep, you've got a clapper. Why not? Thaumaturgy or some other prestidigitation type device that somehow, yeah, whatever. You've got that. So back to dinner. You guys are basically, I guess, for the sake of this. So you're having dinner at this other place. The food it's good. It's not great. You guys have a pretty decent chef on staff. You also know, like, they don't sell pie here because they're like, this is a stupid call. Like, why would we do this? We're not marketed for that. So pie is not an option.
Let's order some cake.
Yeah, they do have cake.
They have cheesecake.
They do have cheesecake,
Oh.
which you guys don't sell. So, like, you feeling a little strange, you can get the cheesecake here down the road. But until you figure out how to make a cheesecake pie, which may be a thing after tonight's cheesecake at this place, I don't know.
Is cheesecake kind of a pie?
Sort of, in a way.
A crust.
Yeah, but I think to be a pie, you need the top crust. Like, that's... You have
We have many pies without top crust.
I guess that's true.
Pumpkin pie.
I guess that's true. Well, so is pumpkin pie technically a cake?
No.
No,
what are you
it's
talking
pie.
about?
I don't know. We don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, there's a pie crust and then there's the graham cracker crust. You've never had a cheesecake with a pie crust.
I guess that's true.
Okay, sorry, I'll mute myself again. Continue.
Okay, so we have
Important
cheesecake
conversation.
Yes, you have cheesecake.
and wine.
Sure.
Odella's a wine drinker, obviously, and food.
Yeah.
Just making judgments.
What? You are, aren't you?
It's been 8 years, maybe. No.
If you start joking like that, Leo will just be like, that's just gonna open up a whole door.
No.
Uh,
It's fine.
So
She's very impressed that you remember that because to her it's been 8 years, but to you it's like been like a couple of days since you've seen her drink. So
I guess he will probably say over like over cheesecake. So you've been like pining for me for like 8 years, huh?
don't get a big head, Leo.
No, I get it. I'm really cute. Oh.
It's kind of slim pickings, you know, down there.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just joking.
No, I don't know how to handle this, so I'm probably just gonna make inappropriate jokes.
No, Leo. Even though it's been a long time, I thought about that technically last night for like when we were at the Dragon Council, and it felt kind of weird the way I had left it, and I just didn't want to leave it like that again. So
Okay.
I guess I did think about you for 8 years.
Well, good. But I hope that's last night wasn't, an end either.
Unless you want it to be.
No, I'm all about, topping my achievements. So
I mean,
want to get out of here?
well, sure.
Whenever we're done eating or whatever, like, I think we should like walk outside under the stars somewhere cute, like by a fountain somewhere, and I'll play you love song. And then I'm like, oh, it's really nice out here.
There's a fountain in the center of town, not too far from where you guys are.
How convenient.
I believe we had talked about the fountain before in Scornable.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think we went through it in our weird one shot. Isn't that where the dwarves set up their like weird portal to nonsense? Okay, never mind.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. I forget. That was a long time ago.
It was like long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just have a really cute date.
Okay. You
Is
guys,
it a nice night?
it
Can you see the
is.
stars?
You can see the stars.
Oh.
It's a little chilly. It's not like it's like 50s, maybe 40s at this point. So
I'll give
it's
you my cloak.
cooler. You can now have Dimension Door for free. It's a cloak that came from Otherbank, so
I don't have to attune to it? Awesome.
no, it's not attunement.
No.
I go 500 feet away. No, I'm just kidding.
Then you come back and you say, "You see what that's like? Do you see? You see what happens when you do that?"
this all the time.
Anyway. Yeah, so you guys have a nice date. And that's it. And we'll go to the morning, or does there need to be discussed?
I think we all know what happens.
Yeah.
Where does this happen? Does this wake up your other companions again?
No, I warn Odella that people are filing noise complaints.
Oh. Well, the only place that's soundproof in the Primp Pie is the vault. So,
I mean, if you're up for it.
sure.
I
Okay.
didn't know we had that room. There's a whole checklist of rooms.
Yeah.
Let's go.
There is no headboard. And there is a big pile of gold.
I will grab some like blankets
There
from
you go.
the
Nice.
my room before we go into the vault because I'm sure it's kind of cold.
Yeah, and it smells sort of like copper, right? Or I guess it smells like gold, but I don't actually know what gold smells
Gold
like.
smells like.
So I know what copper smells like.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's the room smells of gold. Leave that to your imagination. What gold smells like.
Hot.
Yeah, and then I guess we'll leave you for the evening. We'll bring us to the next morning, which is day 2 post restoration
Yeah.
or post resurrection. So
Yeah.
everybody's at a -2 for everything. Are we gonna continue this whole performance check nonsense?
I got a 29.
All right.
29. Jesus Christ.
So it wasn't as good as yesterday, but
Ooh,
minus-
I did better.
-2.
Oh, -2. Okay, and it's performance.
Yes.
hell yeah.
22.
Nice.
It's much better. She seems to be coming around.
Gold
That's-
gets me going, babe.
I guess. So when you
Amen.
wake up in the morning, well, I'll just because I need to say this, you'll also see in the vault with you, Leo, is Gary.
Yeah.
Gary's in the vault as well. He must have snuck in last night, but he's there, giving you eyes. He's not sure how he feels about you.
I don't think Gary likes me. I think he's kind of jealous.
Gary's fine. Doesn't Gary, are you jealous?
Gary will, of course, tell you no.
He's not jealous.
He'll shake his head no. He doesn't actually speak.
Yeah.
It's really hard to read skulls, so I guess that's what that is.
Yeah, no facial expressions when there's no skin.
Nope. Insight check on the skeleton.
Oh, he's just smiling. It's weird.
He's just always smiling. He's always so happy. Great. Okay. Well, just gonna pass right over that.
Yep. Okay. So then it's the next morning. Everybody's awake. And however your morning routines go, we can figure out what the plan is shortly.
I am awake and I'm making breakfast.
We should all have breakfast.
What are you
together.
making?
I'm making quiche
Of course.
because Roswen only knows how to make forms of pie.
Fair. Okay. So there's quiche. What kind of quiches? Multiple quiche? Singular quiche?
You know, a quiche Florane. There's also a meat lovers quiche.
Sure.
You know, vegetarian and non-vegetarian, and fresh orange juice.
Great. It's good. Yeah, it is. I can't remember exactly where we are timeline wise, but I think we are in. I guess I'd have to look up the Faerunian months, but I think we're in like January, like late January, if you want to think about it that way, equivalency.
Miss Christmas?
Yeah, I guess, or not, maybe not. Well, you want to make it December? We can make it December, but there's
Yeah.
no Christmas in Faerun.
Well, whatever the holiday is.
Because we talked about wanting to have a Christmas
All
ball.
right, fine. It's mid-November.
Yes, ball is still on.
You guys are such a pain in the ass. All right, it's fine. It's like whatever that is, mid-November Faerun. I'll find the name as we go here. So you guys all have quiche breakfast.
Thank you, Ted, for making our dreams come true.
Of course.
You're the best.
A happy
Do we still
International
have time
GM's
to get
Day.
presents, right?
Yeah, of course. You guys are
Yeah.
going to Waterdeep today.
Oh, okay, good.
Ugh.
You can go to Waterdeep any day when there's trees around.
That is accurate for you guys, yeah.
Remy comes downstairs, very, very drawn to the smell of quiche.
Yeah.
Which would you like?
Oh, which one? Which one? Chef's pick.
I mean, I don't eat meat. So, any way you want to look at it. I prefer this one, but if you eat that one, I have more of this one.
A bit of both?
Yes.
Okay.
I will give you a plate of both.
Yay! They definitely dig in to both of them, and they're both amazing because Roswen made them.
It's true.
Uh,
So it's Uktar. That's the 11th month out of the year in Faerun.
Oh,
So
sure.
we'll call it like
Copy.
15 Uktar. So Fairmiter Faeruns are 10 days. It's 10 day. Like a week is 10 days. They call them 10 days. Say 10 day
Okay.
one more time. 10 day. So they're 30 days long. So 10 days makes a month. So you've got a month and a half before the end of this current year.
Okay.
And I will figure out what the names of the holidays are that associate with it, because as I've had this discussion, Waterdeep has its, like, cities have their own holidays. Like, Waterdeep has a bunch of holidays in and of itself, but there are realm-wide holidays as well. I think Feast of the Moon is actually one of them that's towards the end of the year. It's actually, the Feast of the Moon is between the 11th and 12th month. So that's coming up. We'll call that your Christmas. How about that?
Okay. Sounds great.
Okay.
So we're celebrating the Feast of the Moon then?
Yes.
Moon-themed presents it is.
Oh my god, when we're gonna get for you guys?
What are we gonna get for Roswen? That's gonna be a tricky one. As
I know what I'm getting for everybody except for Odella, because what do you buy the woman who has everything?
Death Ward
mean,
scrolls.
You can, like, donate goats in her name or something.
Leo's gonna wrap himself in a bow.
Oh, gross. Okay. Okay, well,
At what point of the festival?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Depends how much eggnog there is. I don't know.
Yeah. Last great festival of the calendar year marks the onset of winter. Folks bless their ancestors' graves, ritual of remembrance, gathered to tell stories and deeds of their ancestors and the gods until deep into the night, until they merged and became a legend. This is a time to hear past heroes, great treasures, and lost cities. Faerun battles were typically fought between harvest time and the coming winter. This meant that most of the fighting usually occurred in the month you're currently in. The timing of the Feast of the Moon, after recently slain soldiers had joined the ranks of the dead, was thus practical, if sadly ironic. And then obviously there's a long list of things that have happened like on this day, and certain priesthoods and certain things do these on these days. But that's a very long list, but that's just a general overview. So,
breakfast.
breakfast.
Have you seen Odella and our boy Leo, or are they still?
No, but I didn't hear them last night either, which was nice.
Thank God. Yeah, that was nice to get some freaking sleep.
I think Leo's gonna walk in and be like, I think the coin is it's just stuck in there, and he's got like an imprint of like a gold coin.
Roswen looks at his butt and is just kind of like, you know what? You keep that. That's yours.
Oh, yeah, okay. Weird.
Wait, did you come down naked?
No, it was on my arm, but I guess it's my butt now. So that's
He got what's stuck in his butt.
I was gonna make that a point, but Laura did say that Odella grabbed blankets. So
You think that a 29 and a 22 performance check stayed on a blanket?
we did not stay on.
to be fair, if
Did not
anyone
stay-
was going to stay on a blanket, it would be that performance check to somehow whirl yourself around with this blanket.
Skills.
Yeah, them blanket skills though. Anyway.
We digress.
Yeah, Remy sticks like a big bite of quiche in their mouth and just says, I'm really glad I don't handle the Belladonnas money. Mhm.
Odella comes down and afterwards like, what was that about money?
What? Nothing. Another big bite, bigger than last time.
Oh, Roz, did you make? Oh, smells amazing.
Here's the meat one for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yes, meat quiche and vegetarian quiche is had by all.
Yeah.
What's the plan? Obviously, we know Roswen and Remy are going to Waterdeep, but what about you two?
Do you guys want to come?
Yeah, we haven't had a day out in a while.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the temple. Red's gonna get tattoos, and then I'm gonna meet her to get a matching tattoo. We're not gonna tell you what it is, but it's pretty exciting. You're gonna be kind of jealous.
It's very cool.
Pretty cool. But we can meet you guys there later if you want.
Yeah.
At the tattoo parlor?
The one that I got all these.
Oh, is it the same one that I got that at? The...
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I know where that is.
Yeah. You know Brittany.
Mhm.
She's so good.
Well, I had the other monk.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
What was his name? He seemed pretty nice.
I don't
Wong.
know.
Wong, the big Wong. We know.
I don't know that I know that, but
Out of character, there's actually in New York, Chinatown, a restaurant called the Big Wong, and I ate there.
Yeah, you did.
Like,
Anyway, do we want to go?
can I go get dressed first? I'm kind of in like a nightgown.
Oh, you're
I know
not
it's-
wearing your armor?
No, no. I took that off last night. and
Okay,
had
that's cool. I'll meet you by the tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna smile and shove quiche in my mouth.
I'm
Fun.
gonna excuse myself to go get Remy's hat and just not look at Leo.
Fair.
Are they
Fair.
acting weird or is it just me?
Yeah, they're definitely acting weird. Quiche.
He's got to get his protein.
Quiche. 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 Quiche.
All right.
quiche.
I will stand by the tree at the ready.
Okay. So Odella, is Gary coming with you on this trip?
Yes.
All right. So you guys are all there at the tree, and you see Gary is there, and he's got like a little backpack,
Oh, that's cute.
and he's there, and he walks right up with Odella like nothing's wrong.
Odella, can I have a word with you?
Yeah, sure. What's wrong?
So I have this, transport via plant spell, and I think that it's like really great for all of us, but I'm not opening no tree for Gary.
Why
Because
not?
Gary's the worst. Remember when he didn't bring me quiche? And then I got 5-finger death punched?
Odella, I think he's looking at me. I can't tell, but it's kind of freaking me out.
Lit, socketless, eye sockets with no pupils or eyeballs just staring at you. You can't tell if he's angry because he doesn't have eyebrows.
No.
So
She's just looking at me.
I mean, I don't. Do you want him to apologize to you for that, or?
I don't know if you know this, but Gary can't speak words. One of his many faults.
I don't know. Maybe I thought you could like shake hands, or he's just very helpful.
Put him in the bag of holding. That's fine.
That seems really cruel.
Listen, he's not like a chicken. He doesn't need to be free range.
he's just standing there, and he's got his little thumbs through his little backpack straps, and he's rocking back and forth on his heels and his toes, and he's all excited to go.
I mean, he's fine. I'll watch him.
I don't know why you think you have to watch him. Like I said before, I don't think the quiche incident was in any way a reflection on his own personal desires.
All I'm saying is we still don't even know where he came from.
I mean, that's true. But he's also been with us. And able
before I got punched to almost death.
If he was gonna kill us, don't you think he could have just, killed us? It's not like we have strong locks on our doors.
Yeah, but I'm strong. Whatever. He can go through the tree. I don't want to keep having this discussion, but just know I don't like it.
Well, if it's gonna really bother you that much, I can leave him here.
Okay.
It's up to you. I respect your wishes.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait, with Gary or without Gary?
Without Gary, absolutely without Gary.
Okay, Odella will turn to Gary and be like, Gary, could you stay here and I will be back?
And there is there's definitely looking down at the ground, head hung low. He seems, and he kicks the dirt with his foot.
Roswen, I mean,
and he just starts slinking off with his head down at the ground, walking back towards the Primpen Pie.
All right, let's go.
I feel so awful.
Do you?
He never gets out. I thought it'd be a nice day out for him.
All right, I'm opening this tree.
I really have no emotional attachment.
All right, so you guys all go through the tree. Roswen, are you last through the tree?
Mm-hmm.
Make me a perception check.
Oh,
Gary. Wait, if I perceive Gary, can I punt him out of the tree?
He's away from the tree. I didn't think he was coming. I thought you said...
I thought he was going to try to run.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not amazing. That's a 5 plus... All right, 15.
Yeah, as you go through the tree and you're closing the portal behind you, you can see him and then the portal closes.
And the portal closes right as you see just this.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. I feel good about that. All right. So we're in Waterdeep. So
I would just like to say that Odella is wearing black, flared pants with this deep red colored long coat with gold buttons and very tight, kind of just right across to your shirt.
Gotcha.
Exposed collarbone, exposed midriff, a little bit high-waisted pants.
Okay.
She looks hot.
Yeah. All right. A little bit different than the normal Odella attire for traveling, but there you go.
Still technically her glamour armor.
Yeah, of course.
Just to be
clear. It could be whatever she wants it to be. This is what she chose for it to be today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys all out of the tree, and you make your way into Waterdeep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to the temple. It's been really fun there, and it's been good. So I will meet you guys at the tattoo parlor later.
See you there.
Okay, so Roswen, you're off to that two parlor. What about the rest of you? I'm sorry, to the temple rather. The temple. My
The
bad.
temple.
See, I don't think I need to actually do anything. So I was just thinking of fun stuff to do at Waterdeep.
Okay. Such as?
There any Lyra parties going on?
Maybe. Let me. While you're figuring that out, so Remy's just going. Sorry, straight to the tattoo parlor, correct?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as it's open.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll say that it's open. It's 24 hours. They work all around the clock here at Lightning
Wow,
Tiger Tattoo.
so intense.
They have a lot of different people though, so there's like shifts. So it's not like
Yeah.
the same person on all day, but you got more night owl types who are up during the night and early morning.
Okay.
So you are able to go there, and you recognize a lot of these. Actually, do they recognize Remy? Any of these people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like oh holy shit kind of a moment with a lot of people like look who's back, and like everybody people that are there. You see people are like wrapping up jobs and disposing and cleaning, magically cleaning of different tools and things. And like people are getting ready to leave, and they're like, "Oh man!" And there's like a whole bunch of people that are like, "Whoa! How long has it been? I don't know, months, years? Crazy!
Years, I think, yeah.
Wow!" So what brings you back here all of a sudden?
I have looked all over for another tattoo parlor that even compares with this one, and haven't found one. So I hopped back through a tree to Waterdeep for the day.
They're like, "All right, hopping through trees, cool."
It's new. I've made new friends.
They're like, "All right, tree hopping friends."
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what? And they're like, "We've actually." Well, let me ask you this, Renee. Do the
Okay.
people in the shop know Remy rid the changeling scenario, or do they just know Remy?
Just Remy.
Okay, so, because I'm trying to figure out, has Remy gained any renown as a Belladonna, or is it just rid? So
I think it's probably just Riz.
okay,
right?
then that's
Like,
that's yeah, because she's been pretty much the one at the council. So
yeah.
okay, yeah, and so they'll say like, all right, yeah. Well, we're not gonna look too deep into this because this is awesome. We've got our Remy back, and what's up? Are you working? Do you want to work? Do you want to what's the plan?
Oh, you want me to work? I can. I just did a tattoo yesterday, actually, for one of my new friends.
They're like, no way. We had to see. Are they around? We got to see it. You got to bring them by later.
Yeah, no, I think they're actually going to come by later. I think
Sweet.
all of them may stop by later this afternoon. Me and one of my new best friends are going to get matching tattoos for the first time, so it'll be a
Dope.
big
That sounds great.
landmark in my, tattooing experience.
Great. This is man. They're like, man, today's a good day. Totally. People are they're just like Remy kind of has that, and he kind of had, or they kind of have that that personality where like I don't know, they're just happy and sort of everybody's just like, this is great. Remy's back. Everybody's happy. It's gonna be a good day. Remy's here. We're gonna share stories and figure out what's going on. And so
Remy is the aspiring, optimistic male lead in every Broadway musical.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and as such,
With a Newsies hat and everything.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, like that's exactly where I know that's what you've described it, but that's where my brain goes anyway, is to Newsies. So
yeah, that's them.
all right, well then, yeah, they are like, well, what do you want? What's the plan?
Okay, yeah, so, well, as things have changed, I I've wanted some new art to kind of represent that. And so I'm thinking something kind of like fun and playful. I've been through a lot of weird, not so fun stuff lately.
Bummer.
Yeah, right? It's one of those things, but you get up and you move on, right? So like I'm thinking something kind of cute, like maybe a monkey?
They're like, all right, you got a type of monkey in mind?
Cute monkey.
Cute monkey. All right. And they're like, there's got like a quill out and they're starting to like sketch on some parts. Cute monkey. And they're like, and you're like, all right, do you have just a cute monkey? No poses or anything in mind? We'll just kind of we'll sketch something up, see what you think.
Yeah, let's start some sketches and see what we can come up with. It's very impromptu. I think I've been like traveling with these folks for a week maybe now.
It's not that long at all.
Not that long at all. But it's been very, like I said, life-changing. So yeah, let's do something fun. See what we can come up with.
All right, so yeah, you guys will take, I don't know, the better part of a half an hour between you and them and kind of everybody in the shop because it's early, so there's not like a ton of people. You see,
which is good because Ribby would feel terrible for like monopolizing their time.
Yeah. There was definitely like a big, like the equivalent of like a half-orc biker dude who was leaving from getting work done, and he left. So like they cleaned, whoever was doing the work cleaned up, and now it's just mostly everybody like waiting because it's like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
like
Remy smiled and waved at biker dude.
Yeah, not too many people are like, let me go get a tat at 8 a.m. right now. So you guys have like the morning lull where everybody's just kind of like hanging out, talking about stuff. So then basically, unless somebody shows up, like someone runs out to go get breakfast because they're regular people, not adventurers, so they don't get up at dawn and have breakfast before 8 a.m. So someone runs out and gets like coffee and breakfast and brings that back. But basically for like a good half an hour to an hour, just for fun, the whole shop is brainstorming cute monkey ideas.
We come up with some very silly ones that include a lot of banana peels.
Yeah, of course.
But we just kind of laugh those off. We sketch them up anyway though, just because like maybe some sucker will come in and get it done.
Man, people will get flash art about just about anything. So monkey and banana peels, why not?
Yeah, so we pin that one up on the like board up front.
Yep.
Put it in the book, and get a good laugh out of that before we finally settle on something to go on the back of my left shoulder.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so you eventually decide on your design, and then for the better part of the morning, and maybe into the afternoon, depending on how intricate you want this to be, it's going to be just getting the work done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll leave you there for the moment. We'll jump back to the two lovebirds and see what they're up to.
Ooh.
Or not. Maybe they're going separate ways. I don't really know what's going on here.
No. I mean, Leo doesn't have any plans, so I think in mind. So he's gonna, look over at Odella and be like, all right, Watedeep. You spend a lot of time here. You haven't been here for 8 years. What are you feeling?
I did kind of want to get some stuff while we were here.
Okay.
But
like shopping?
If you have plans.
No, I don't have. No, let's go shopping.
Oh, I can meet you later if that's fine. Maybe.
Oh no, I'll carry, heavy things. Very.
She also has the portable hole, you know that, to carry all of the things.
Leo will he'll go to at least one shop with you, then we'll see how he does.
All right, so first shop on the list.
Odella makes it the most obnoxious shop in general.
Okay, got it.
I might be trying to get rid of him.
So is it like, what is that for in Odella's mind? That will be, is it like clothes? Is it perfume? What is the plan?
What would
Leo find awful?
Yeah.
All right, here, Laura, make me an insight check, and we'll base this on Celeste. You tell what the roll, what you think it would be.
Okay. Insight. That is a 15.
Based on a 15 insight, what Leo would think is annoying, what would you say?
Probably anything to do with furniture or decorating would be top of the list.
Nice.
Perfect.
Anything, all clothing that isn't made of lace would not be interesting
Got
to
it.
him. Anything like a bank or something, he just couldn't.
Oh my god, is he gonna go do some investments?
He's like,
So I'd like to open a
his
Roth
real hatred would
IRA
be-
with some gold
yeah.
I have stored back in Scornabel.
Can we talk about compounding interest,
Yeah,
please?
let's talk interest rates.
No, she will go. Furniture actually works out good because she needs to get some new furniture for her bedroom that doesn't apparently
Some
not
soundproof
get it.
furniture, yeah.
No headboard, put bed in center of room.
Yeah. Just a round spinning bed. We'll just get that.
There you go.
Nice. But see if you do that, he'll be interested.
No, we'll get boring furniture.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'll tell after that to, I just, I there's a lot of like, it's really getting cold, so maybe get some more socks and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. I think he's like slumped. He's like one of those really unhappy like husbands, like slumped over in a chair, like at the furniture store, like sighing. Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to, I'll walk you there, but I might just I'm really enjoying the day outside, so I might.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, if you want to meet me later, it's totally fine. Let's just pick a place to meet, or you can meet. We can all just meet at the tattoo shop, like where we agreed upon, and we meet back there.
Okay. All right, that's fine though. That's like.
Yes, it's totally fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll just walk around.
All right.
All right.
So, obviously, after Leo leaves, you clearly have an ulterior motive. So, where are you going to go?
I'm gonna go look for books. You know the kind that I'm looking for.
I know exactly the kind you're looking for.
Okay.
Are you looking for books to purchase or books just to read? Because if you're looking for things to just read, you would probably want to head towards the Blackstaff Tower area. Because obviously they have the arcane library of Blackstaff Tower.
Do I think that I would find any books to purchase
Not
without
to you wouldn't find them
watch list?
not to purchase. You could definitely. It's a library, right? I mean, and you are an arcane caster, so you would have relative easily entry, and you do actually know some people ipso facto through sending stones who could probably get you in.
Was this like Arcane Brotherhood type thing, or
that, and also Ozzy, who you sent messages
Oh, yeah,
to?
that's true.
He studied there.
So I mean, I've never met him.
Yeah, it's fine. He just heard yesterday that Roswen, or the day before, that Roswen was dealing with her future self. So
Okay.
anyway, so that
we'll head there.
you have, I mean, you wouldn't be able to take the books, but you could study them and read them there. But if you're looking for like a bookshop, curiosity shop that might have what you're looking for, you could definitely look around.
I will try that first,
Okay.
just because.
All right. So you can make me, I guess, we'll start with a perception check, I guess.
Oh, that's not a D20. That's a D12.
No, I mean, if you want to hamstring yourself a little bit out front, that's fine.
Perception. That's a 10.
So you're going to be looking for a while, trying to find these bookshops. You find a couple bookshops, but they are, like, not what you are looking for.
Okay.
So we'll let you continue your search while what is Leo doing?
Well, Leo is alone in Waterdeep. So.
Yeah, I know what the answer would be a while ago, but what is it now?
I
Or is
know.
it the same?
No, well, let's just find a tavern and see what happens from there.
All right. You realize you're asking for a tavern in Waterdeep. Do you
I know,
ask?
so I'm gonna like throw a rock, and whichever one I hit, I'm gonna walk into that one. Something that looks a little more on the divey side. I don't want something too fancy. I want somewhere I can play a few songs, meet a few people.
It's 8 a.m. Just throwing it out there.
Great. Have a nice mimosa.
All right. Just like I feel like everybody's very quick to forget that it's 8 o'clock in the morning in the city.
I'll wander around then, and I'll go towards the entertainment part of the city then. So like sort of the docks, like where I would feel most comfortable. I'll walk over there then, which will probably take me an hour or so.
Okay, so you're gonna walk over to the dock ward, or you're gonna head or you're gonna head somewhere else because there's also docks in a lot of places.
Got it. I want to go towards like where there's that spot in Waterdeep that has like all the theaters and the nightlife and the entertainment.
Yeah, I want to say that's the castle ward. Is what
Maybe
my
it
gut.
is the castle ward.
That's what my gut says. That's where the Yawning Portal is, and all over that way.
Yeah, let's go that way.
All right, so let's
Hey,
go.
I'll go. You know what? I'll go to the Yawning Portal.
There you
'cause I've learned
go.
So much.
There's a big hole in the middle of the floor in this
I
tavern.
want to go see the big hole.
There's a joke there too. I'm gonna let that one slide. So you make your way into the Yawning Portal, and it is, for those of you who are unaware, and also for Leo as well, I mean, it is the quintessential Dungeons and Dragons tavern or bar, right? You've got your big long bar running the length of the place and the back. You've got a whole bunch of different kinds of alcohol and bottles there, plenty of stools, plenty of booths, and a couple with the shadowy corners where the weirded guy can call you onto your first adventure or otherwise. Chandeliers to swing from on the ceiling. And then the Yawning Portal itself, just a big ass circular hole in the middle of the floor with sort of a rope and like a bucket to wench yourself down into Undermountain, were that a place you want to go. And if you want to try to take a couple hours stint into Undermountain, boy oh boy, do I have the book for you to go into, so let me know.
No, I'm good.
You sure? I mean, maybe just the first level, and you know,
I bet Leo could do it all by himself.
I bet you could do I bet at this point you could do level 1. You could probably do level 1.
Yep. But I think I'll just, I'll walk in, see, is there anyone around at like 9 a.m. when I get there?
Yeah, there's a couple of old people. Like they've got a booth, like some old maybe wizardly types, or maybe old people. Maybe you're stereotyping. You don't know. But like old gray beards in like robes, so with books, and they're having like a conversation over what looks like. Hey, make me a perception check.
All right. Not great. Oh, but my passive perception is a 21.
Well, all right. I guess we can let that one slide in this instance. Either way, it looks like it's some kind of a brandy that they're having as they're reading these arcane tomes or other books. You weren't really paying too close attention. And then Durnan, we'll say, is behind the bar because I don't think he ever sleeps.
No.
He's behind the bar there, perpetually cleaning a glass that's probably already clean. And there's like there are many clean glasses, pint glasses for days, but he's cleaning this one. And he's kind of like leaning on the bar, cleaning it. He sees you walk in. He just kind of gives you a nod, keeps cleaning the...
Give him a nod back, and I'll walk over to the center and be like, that's a big hole.
He says, yeah, it is. Fancy a trip down it?
Oh, I'm busy saving the world already, so
And he's just like,
maybe not today.
All right, you never know what you find. Maybe it'll help you out.
Wait, what? Like there's treasure down the hall?
And he goes, yeah, it's a whole dungeon full of treasure. And people that seem like they're less capable than yourself try to do it. And they don't come back. So whatever they had on them just sits at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Do you spend a lot of time convincing people to go down this hole? Just out of curiosity.
And he goes, well, yeah, because they got to pay up front.
You
You pay up front to take the
dive.
You go down, and then, you got to pull on the chain to come back up.
Mm.
And he
That's a lot
goes,
of
more
work.
often than not, people pay to go down and they don't come back up, and that just takes care of itself.
That's great marketing.
So
Yeah.
it's like 50 gold to ride it down. And that's 50 gold in my pocket more often than not.
Leo is so tempted to go down this hole right now.
And he's like, but if you don't feel like you're strong enough, I get it. There's plenty of people
Whoa.
here.
No.
Whoa, friend.
And he raises an eyebrow at you.
I've been down plenty of holes. Let's not.
And he says, like, you look like the type you've been down plenty of holes, but this one's a little something different. And he's like, but if you want to drink and you want to hang out and chat, well, I can talk your ear off. So you tell me what you want to do. Brave guy goes down a hole, brave guy has a drink. You tell me.
Let's start with a drink, and then we can come back on the whole business.
He's like, all right. What do you want?
Fine. What do you recommend for an early morning where I'm avoiding shopping?
He goes, well, I recommend that's a great way to avoid shopping. And he points at the Yawning Portal. But, and he goes, and he looks around and he kind of sizes Leo up. And he, you see him turn around and he reaches over.
Sturdy and cute.
Have you seen the front cover of the Yawning Portal? Have you seen Rudy as the yeah, he's on the front cover of the Yawning Portal. He's got that sweet handlebar mustache that goes back into his sideburns.
Oh god. Oh, that's him now. Is he
but
flirting with me though?
you're not
like he's flirting with me.
you don't Leo thinks that he is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
because
for
it's
sure.
Leo.
Yeah.
But it may also be a guy who's just trying to make good business.
Okay.
So he reaches for that, and then he goes up to the top shelf and grabs a bottle of something brown from the top shelf, and he pours you like 2 fingers of something from the top shelf, and he pours some for himself as well. He slides it over to you across the bar, and he says, "To not shopping."
To that.
Glasses clink, and this is pretty good stuff. This is some high quality whiskey of some kind. It is warming, like it's almost so fine that the second it touches your tongue it almost evaporates.
Ooh.
And you can kind of feel, and as you breathe in you can kind of feel it go up into your sinuses, so you feel it and it warms you up, but there's no bite either. So it's all the wonderful things about whiskey, but with none of the bite. And he's just like, and he's sipping it as well, and he says, "So, you look like an adventurer."
Yes, indeed I am.
So,
But what about yourself? You open this place, have adventurers come through here all the time. You've got to have taken the dive at some point, right?
he says, "Well, there's a reason that, yeah." He says, "I've done my fair share, and now this is my livelihood. Build a bar on top of an ancient dungeon. It's a great way to get adventurers to come in. People come in here just to meet and talk about it as a spectacle, and then the bravest take the dive."
Listen, man, how many people have you seen by themselves go down that hole and come back up in one piece?
He says it really depends. You get some people go down there with a mission. Some people give them, "I need you to go in there and I need you to find this or find this person or bring this thing back." And some people do. I'd say that it's the greatest among them are the ones who go down and come back. Some people, it's a drunken conversation like, "No, you won't go down there. You decide, will. I'll show you." Sometimes people get into a bar fight and they throw people down the hole, which, I don't charge them for that because they ain't coming back.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
But he says, sometimes people come down and come back up. I've seen a handful of different adventurers and in parties. Sometimes more come up than went, or less come up than went down. In weird cases, sometimes more come up than went down. I don't get it.
This is a fascinating little life you've set up.
He says it's pretty interesting. You meet a lot of characters here.
Well, you're really selling me on this, but perhaps one day I'll be able to come back when I'm not.
No
otherwise.
time like the present.
I'm not going down this hole, Ted, but I really, really want to.
It's fine.
Give me another one of those.
And they'll give you another one of those.
I'm not gonna go down the fucking hole. Jump to somebody else. I want to think about it.
All right. So we'll jump to Katie. Katie, Roswen is made her way to the temple. She's there, and you see Miriam is there, and she welcomes you in and asks if you've had anything to eat and if you're hungry and can she do anything to help. And
she's too precious for this world. No, she like, as she gets there, she kind of like sobers up from her giggling and everything with her friends a little bit, and she's like, okay, all right, I'm going to clear my mind and my heart. And she like goes there and she meets with Miriam, and she's like, no, like, are you okay? Do you need help with anything like that? I'd really like to continue with, what I was doing yesterday. It really helped. And, good news, I went home and nobody hated me. So that was better than I thought it was going to be.
And she's like, well, I don't think anyone could ever hate you. You're too sweet.
Sometimes.
And she says, but by all means, you're more than welcome to continue what you were doing yesterday. There are always people who need assistance and are looking for that divine guidance, and us as conduits for Selune's might, we're here to do that. So, if that's what you want to do, I'm sure there's other things you could do. There's books and other things that need preserving and statuaries and cleaning, but I think that this is more your speed. I think people like to have a friendly face to talk to, and I think that you are just that person. No one wants to hear an old woman dodder on about her religion.
What? Miriam, I would love to listen to you every day if I could. You are so wise.
And she's like,
and so sweet.
oh, you, and she'll pinch your little cheek, even though, she's, and it's not weird because it's just her.
That's good old Miriam.
Yeah, and you also get as the day kind of continues on and people do come in and ask for guidance, you get like, it's an interesting scenario because you know how tieflings can be received in the greater world of Faerun, especially in a big city like Waterdeep. And Miriam has put you as basically front and center spokesperson for the Temple of Selune and has no qualms about putting a tiefling as that person. And you, it's also like, maybe occasionally someone might seem a little off-put, possibly, but people are coming here for guidance and assistance from something greater than themselves, and sort of in that light and in that whole kind of, I guess, yeah, in that light, they don't really see Roswen as a tiefling. They see Roswen more as just a conduit for Selune. So again, more in this kind of bringing you down to the street level of how things are going, and people are here just asking for, like, that their daughter is sick and they hope she gets better, and I just bought an apartment, and I don't know, like, it's got, like, there's a leak in the roof and I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay there, and I spent my life savings on this, and I'm just looking for guidance on how I should feel about this. And it's so sobering to be on, like, these people would be completely oblivious and seem to be completely oblivious that the queen of all evil dragons is trying to be resurrected into this world to cause mayhem and destruction and chaos everywhere. And this dude's just worried about the leak in his roof and thinks that he needs to go to a church to get the answer on what he should do. But, like, that's how that is. That's what they want. They want someone else to tell them that the decision they made is okay. And even if they knew that already, some people just need to hear that from somebody else connected to the church to make it okay. Mm-hmm. And you are that person to hear and deal with all of these things. And I mean, in that scenario, let's play out that one. This dude, he's maybe in his late 20s or early 20s, in his 20s at some point. And he's like really bummed out about this leak in his apartment roof. And it's like, it's a pretty, but he tells you it's his whole life savings. And he's like, I don't know what to do. Should I stay? Should I just leave it and go back to living with my parents? I really just wanted to live on my own and try to make my own life. And I don't know how to fix a roof. So what do I do? What do you think I should do? What does Selune say I should do?
And I think in general too, like she's starts out very uncomfortable with these things because not even in her group of best friends does anybody really ever come to her for advice.
Yeah.
But I think, she'd probably just look at him and be like, well, I mean, it's a leak. There's water dripping in. There are buckets for now, but I think that you should take a moment and look around yourself and see you're in Waterdeep. Do you see how many people are around you? There's people who don't even have homes, but everybody around you possesses something wonderful, a skill to be cherished. And I think that if you stay here and you don't look at that leak in your roof for a moment and you see the faces, all the different people who you could become friends with, they could be your new family. And maybe one of these days you won't need a bucket because you'll have a friend over at your new apartment and they'll say, let's do something about that leak. And you guys will figure it out together. But you can't just give up as soon as you see one bad thing.
And he's just like, and he's actively listening the whole time. And he's just like, wow, it's like, I never really thought about it that way. That's, and he's like, man, that's so insightful. Like, yeah, maybe I will have some friends over and they'll just, maybe one of them has those skills and I just never realized it because I was too absorbed in getting my own house and not being with my parents because they're so lame. And now I have my own place and like I could get people to help me and maybe I can help them with some of my skills. This is, and he's just like, wow. And he's like, I don't know, you just like, I feel like you really get me. Like you got it. Like this is what I needed. This is the advice, and this is why I came here today, to hopefully feel better about and get an answer. And I got an answer, and then I also have a path for the future. And that's all thanks to you. And you watch that, like, he puts like 5 copper pieces in like the donation thing. And he's like, that's all I have for now, but I'll be back. And he like clasps your hands in thanks, and he walks off.
Goodbye. Have a good day.
And he waves as he walks away out of the temple.
I look back at Miriam.
And she's actually like, she's next to you. She like walked up next to you and she's just like, see, I told you, there's plenty of people who need this level of work. I get it. I know you're out there doing great things. I've heard. We've all heard. But sometimes you need these kind of low level just interactions with people to help you realize that, you may have issues too, but perhaps it's the same as what you gave this young man, this advice. Surround yourself with friends with skills that can help you deal with what you need to deal with, and you can get over it, and you'll eventually not have to deal with any leaks in your life.
Why does it sound so much better when you say it?
And she's like, I've been around for a little while. You've learned to pick up different ways to say things. And also I find that when you're old, people either really believe you or they really don't. And also the pausing when you're old too, if you pause every so often in the words you have to say, people think it's because you're thinking very profoundly about the next word you're going to say. And really, I'm just old.
Miriam, you're crazy.
And she chuckles to herself and she dodders off back to go help somebody else out.
I
So-
love her.
There will be more of the same throughout the day. And I'm going to stop, check in on Remy real quick. You're in the midst of tattoo work. The goal that I want to have by the end of this piece is to know what this monkey looks like. We got to get a good idea of what this monkey on your shoulder is going to look like.
Okay, so do I need to start Googling?
You can, or whatever you, I mean, even if it's just a description, type of monkey, position, are there multiple monkeys? I don't know. You tell me. Wow, thank you, Captain Anderson. That is like some of the best praise I've ever seen to compare that line that I just said to Oogway or Yoda. What? Like, no way.
Wow.
That's like, oh man, I'm tearing up just reading that line. That's
Oh.
crazy. So we're gonna go back to Odella. So you spent the better part of an hour and a half trying to find a bookshop.
Yeah.
But eventually you do find yourself into an older shop kind of in the north ward of Waterdeep. So you've been like wandering around. You're transcending wards. You don't know what it means exactly, but you're like, well, I'm here now. It turns out that this is also kind of the north ward is where Blackstaff Tower is. So you're kind of making your way to the more academic area. I think I might be making that up, but that's what I'm going to say because I'm not looking it up at the moment.
Sure. This is post future Roswen.
Yes, that's
Waterdeep.
true. It can totally be that.
So who knows?
Who knows? That's right. So you eventually find yourself into an area where it looks like there are several bookshops. There are fewer taverns. It seems you do see there's a tavern with a book on the outside as the sign, and it says the library is the
Mhm.
name of the tavern. And that's not too far from Blackstaff Tower, but there are a handful of other shops and businesses around. And you find that says boots, not books. Give me one sec here.
Okay.
Oh boy,
I do want to say I've ended up on monkeyworlds.com.
important
Perfect.
place to end up. You know what? Let's go. It doesn't seem like Tiger's Eye should be a shop that sells books, but it does.
Suspicious.
It does. I mean, maybe it's to throw people off. You don't know. There's also some gems and jewelry here, but it seems like these are more in the vein of arcane, like foci or other things like that.
Okay.
Get out of here, Celeste. With your comments. So yeah, you make your way into this shop.
Mhm.
And it is dimly lit mostly by candles. The outside it's weird. The outside has a glass window, or glass windows on either side of the door with books and tomes and different kind of ink pots and quills and all that stuff. And you can see it very clearly from the outside, but when you come inside, it's like a weird two-paned glass. So the inside is actually dark, and it's mostly lit by these candles, and it is basically shelves sort of surrounding. It's a very, basic square shop as far as you can tell. And there are little tables with piles of books, and there's, like I said, like a stationary kind of section, and there's like a glass case in the front with some gems and some books and things, and there's a set of like purple velvet curtains in the back, and as you walk in, the curtains part, and an older gentleman walks out, and he puts his hands down on the glass case, and he looks at you and he says, "So, what can I do you for?"
I'm gonna just like do a quick look at the books around the shop just to see if there's anything in the realm of what I'm looking for, just if I can get a quick hint.
Okay, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Ooh, much better. That's an 18.
18. Yeah, it does. You're just quickly glancing at literally a shop full of books, trying to pick out a couple that fit the scenario you're looking for. But it does seem like a shop that has things of arcane nature, so possibly.
Okay. Hello. I have been unsuccessfully looking around a few shops for a certain type of book, and I was wondering if you might have it.
And he says, "Oh, do go on. What kind of book are you looking for? Perhaps I do. I have several books in the back as well."
um, this is me as a person trying to think of how to say this. I am quite often put in some dangerous situations, and I have to deal with quite dangerous people. And I guess I'll just say that I'm looking for books that have to do with either the afterlife or things of that nature.
Oh, we got a subscription. Thank you, ED, for the sub. I also, just to not to totally derail everything at the moment, but we do have now sub badges and also a new emote themed after Pat. The "Why Are You Like This" emote. So if you subscribe at base level, you get both that and a subscription badge. So that's a cool thing. And he kind of like he scrutinizes you a little bit and he says, "Afterlife, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Have huh?" He goes, and he says, "Go on. You just general afterlife or something more specific?"
General and more specific.
Do tell.
Well, as a healer, I
Hmm.
often have to bring people back from the brink, but in my line of work, sometimes that's not always helpful.
Ah, lost a few companions, have you?
Maybe.
He says, "Well, then I maybe have the right book for you. Hold on." And he walks back between the curtains. And you hear him rummage around a little bit behind there. And he comes back out. And he has a stack of a couple books.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts one on the counter in front of you. And it's just a black leather-bound book. There is nothing on the front. No, and he says, "I don't know exactly what kind of afterlife scenario you're dealing with, but this one details a little bit about planes, fugue plane, limbo, purgatory. Sounds like that may be of some interest to you. Also, the wholly good elemental planes, Mount Celestia, and then also things like the Abyss and the Nine Hells. Hopefully, you're not dealing with that." And he chuckles to himself, and he slides that book over. And he says, "And this one, perhaps, if you choose to go a slightly different route." And it says this book is also old. This is a very like the book almost seems like it's falling apart. Like it looks like it's falling apart, but when you pick it up, it's still together. Like it seems wholly structurally fine.
Mm-hmm.
And it says "The Benefits to Undeath" on the front cover.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, sometimes your companion can still be your companion, even if they're not wholly there.
How much for both of them?
Oh, and he says, "And there's one more." And he pulls out another book that he kind of had below the counter. He slides that over to you. He kind of looks at you and he says, "And this one, I don't know, just call it a hunch." And it says, and it's what do I want to call the title of this one? It says "Tombs and Crypts of Faerun." And he says, "I'll just call it a hunch."
How much for all of them?
He kind of looks at you. He looks at the 3 books and he says, "No charge." He says,
Why?
he says, "I know you're going to be doing you'll be doing good work with these. I have a feeling."
Can I insight check him?
Absolutely.
It's not good. Oh, I have +7, so 16.
He seems, whatever he's saying, that you're going to do good work with these, he seems like he believes it. And you think that he is telling the truth.
Is he human, or at least human looking?
He is human looking, yes.
Okay.
He says, "Come back anytime." He says, "If you ever come across things that you may not feel comfortable selling to anyone in particular, something a little unique or strange, come by here. I'll probably be willing to buy it from you."
Good to know. Thank you.
He says, "Anytime." And he bows and he goes back behind the velvet curtains.
She will put her new acquired books in her hole so that
Yep.
they're not just out.
Sure, yeah, of course.
Yep. And then I guess she'll go try to find the group.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe a perception check when you leave the shop.
So
18.
So the shop is still there, but the things that are in the window, totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't look like the same shop is still there, same name,
Mm-hmm.
but the things inside it and what's on like inside the windows and all that looks totally different.
What does it look like now?
Now it looks like just a jewelry shop.
Interesting.
no.
Okay.
No.
All right, Leo, you're in
Okay.
the bar.
Right. So I've
with
had 2 of
Dernan.
these drinks, and I've been talking to Dernan. You know what, Dernan? How about I go down that hole and I bring you back a souvenir? And I want you to time me. If I can get back here in under 10 minutes with something nice for you, you pour me another one of those
He
for
goes,
free.
"You go down there and you bring me back a nice souvenir within 10 minutes, I'll give you that bottle."
Deal. I want to shake his hand, pay the gold, and fucking go down the hall.
All right. Woo!
I can't not do it.
Undermountain it is, my friends.
We don't have to play through it if you don't want. I'm just gonna
Let
like.
me just see what's in the first room. Let's
I want
just
to
see what's
off
in.
a head or something.
Let's just see what's in the first room. And we'll start
This is
here.
what happens when you leave me alone.
I had to leave you alone.
All right.
There's no way he wasn't gonna do it.
Well, let's roll a new character.
Oh.
All right. So, Celeste, you descend down on this thing to the bottom. Eventually, after 5 or so minutes, you land. You find yourself in a 40-foot square room. There is an exit leading to the west, and then there is the you see that as you're there, there's a chain to pull, but the elevator goes back up.
Mm-hmm.
Which you would have talked to him that he can't leave it down there because then potential other things can go up. So when you pull on the chain, the elevator will have to lower back down, then you can get on it, and then you can go back up.
Okay.
So the floor is sand, and there are shields, dented, rusty shields adorning the wall. Some are also covered in graffiti. And then there is a passageway leading out.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna take out my sword and stealth down this hallway.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
This is awesome. I don't make poor choices.
Do you want to inspect anything further in this room, or are you just going to stealth down the hall?
I want to like. Do I recognize anything on the shields?
There are
they...
60 total shields.
Jesus Christ.
Hung on the wall. Do you speak Elvish?
I do not.
Okay. There's something written in Elvish that you don't read.
Cool.
And then again, sand on the floor.
Nice. Okay, so with disadvantage, then I got a 14 on my stealth, but sand probably helps.
Yeah, and it does feel like there is, like this. There's a layer of sand, right? There's probably, you can feel like maybe 6 to 10 inches of sand here. So your feet kind of sink down in as you're moving. All right. So you make your way down this hallway. So at the, let's see, there is a hallway, and it is a 20-foot wide hallway with stairs descending 10 feet into a room lined with pillars. A similar staircase descends into the room from 10-foot wide tunnels on either side.
Okay. I want to pick up a rock or something and chuck it into the middle of the room.
Okay, so you're going to continue down this 20-foot hallway. Are you talking about into the hallway or into the room?
Into the room with the pillars. So just in
Okay.
case there's something behind a pillar, I want to like hurl it so I'm backed up against a wall and hurl the rock out.
Okay, so in the room you're in, as you're making your way in this hallway before you get to that room, there are bas-reliefs on the wall.
Okay.
Every 10-foot section of the wall has a 9-foot high, 4-foot wide, 3-inch deep door-shaped recess containing a bas-relief carving of a demon. Each relief depicts a different kind of demon. Carvings on the wall to the north, which is basically your right, depict from closest to you to farthest away a Baelor, a Bargura, a Casme, a Dretch, a Glabrazu, a Garistro, and a Hezro. On the other wall, same order, is Marilith, Nalfeshni, Quasit, Shadow Demon, Vrak, Yoklul.
Ew.
There's also a skeleton on the floor. One of its thin arms is pointing towards the relief of the Nalfeshni on the southern wall. And that's what you see. And it's a weird, minute skeleton with like very brittle looking bones.
Look like Gary.
No, you can make me a intelligence check.
Okay. Not great. 10.
It's enough. This looks like a Kanku. Kanku bones, like a little bird person.
Okay. And it's pointing at the Nalfashi.
It is.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna ignore that for now. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing in this big room.
Okay. So
I'm
you
tossing a rock.
throw your little stone into the room. And I might actually need to go get my dice for tonight, actually. Yeah, you see, make me a perception check.
Okay. I mean, passive. No.
No,
Wow,
you're
so
looking.
Good. 19 plus 11 is the 30.
Okay, yeah, you can see, with the thrown rock that you throw there, you can also see, that the northernmost pillar, there is a skeleton of a snake coiled around it all the way up the pillar. But you can also see, seemingly hiding behind 2 pillars, look to be 2 bugbears.
All right. I'm bringing Dern in those bugbear heads.
Okay.
All right. So I want to creep up and try to get the drop on them.
All right. As you're creeping up, you can also see written on the wall on the southeast, is the word "certain death this way," and it's been carved in common into the stone.
I eat certain death for breakfast.
We'll see.
I love this. I love all of this. I'm so sorry. I'm being so self-indulgent. I want to get. Oh, okay. Are these 2 bugbears within 120 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay. Could I get visibility on them enough to cast Synaptic Static?
Yes, absolutely. It's also an area of effect, so
Oh,
you
perfect.
it's a 20-foot. It's like a fireball.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
So you
just
just
drop it
boop.
right on there. Okay.
All right.
I need them to go ahead and make
here's
me
a
an
s-
intelligence.
Here's a set of dice that I happen to have off to the side here, so we'll just use this one. This is not orange die.
Good.
So that was almost a 20, but that's an 8. Let me see. So, bugbear. You said intelligence saving throw.
Yep.
All right. Well, they're wholly very intelligent bugbears. That's a general rule. So that is a 7 for the first one. And the second one, that's a 16. Hang on. Second one. Come on. D&D Beyond. Second one, that's actually a 17 for the second one.
That will still fail.
All right, they both fail.
34 psychic damage.
All right, so yeah, you watch as the one bugbear from behind the pillar falls over dead. You watch as the other bugbear falls over dead, falls forward, and you watch as its brain cavity explodes, and a tiny brain with 4 limbs comes out and looking around, and it sees you, and it starts skittering your way.
I hate this.
Roll for initiative.
What?
Sorry, Leo, this might be the end.
No! That's not true. I got a 21.
All right, Intellect Devour got a 9. All right, you're up first, champ.
Wow!
There's a
this is
tiny
terrible.
brain with 4 legs skittering towards you on the ground,
Okay,
seemingly with purpose.
Wow. Okay, I'm not going to waste any time here. I'm going to whip out my loot and play Seek and Destroy. And I'm going to go ahead and just hit him with the magic missiles.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. All right, so I will send 2 and 2. So I hit one for 12.
Well, it's only there's just the one Intellect Devourer.
Oh God. Okay.
Just one.
Okay. Here we go. All right.
The other one was just a bugbear.
Then that'll be 16 total.
16 total damage.
Yeah.
It gets hit with all these, and it's still coming after you.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, it gets close. Do you have anything else you want to do?
I mean, can I take a? Let's see. Bonus action.
That was your action. So, do you have any bonus actions?
Yeah. Hang on. No. Is it like up on me? Like, can we get an opportunity attack?
Well, not yet. It hasn't.
Okay.
It will,
I'm gonna run back like 30 feet because this thing freaks me out. I'm gonna run back towards the entrance.
Okay. You do realize, you're gonna have to wait for the thing to come back down the elevator.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
I just want to get some distance. I'm hoping because it has little legs, it can't run.
So
like, as
it's
fast as
running
me.
at 40 feet per turn.
Holy shit!
So it's faster than you.
Okay, then
So-
I'll just put my sword up and be like super ready.
So it gets to within 10 feet of you. I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay.
As you feel it trying to devour your brain from a distance.
Okay, I am gonna use a luck reroll.
Fair.
Okay, 18. So 19 total.
Okay. What was the first roll?
No,
I'm just curious.
it was a 12.
Okay,
I would've
so you
had
would have
13.
passed anyway. So you take 6 points of psychic damage,
Okay.
and that is it. Now, fun fact for those of you who've never played with an Intellect Devourer before: had you failed, you take 2d10 psychic damage, and then I roll 3d6. And if I roll higher than your intelligence score, you are stunned, and your intelligence score is reduced to 0. At which point it can inhabit your brain. And then Leo dies completely. It eats Leo's brain, and then it moves Leo's body around like a puppet.
Hell yeah. Undermountain. Room 1.
Yeah, 6 points of psychic damage, and it's
Alright.
there 10 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna stab it a bunch.
All right.
Okay. Oh, it feels like it's been so long since I used my sword. 28 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You realize that not a whole lot of defense on
Armor
something
going
that
on?
is literally a brain with legs. Most of its vital bits are visible.
Okay, so that'll be 17 damage for the first hit.
All right, yeah. How do you want to kill this intellect devourer?
Oh god, it's so gross. I think Leo's just like ew, 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 and goes and just and rams the sword down into this thing and keeps it pinned on the ground until it
It's like there's no
definitely stops.
noise, but it's scratching with its little claw feet at the ground until it like twitches into death.
Okay, all right. And then I'm gonna go over to one of these bugbears. I'll check its pockets, obviously.
Okay, sure. Let's see. Nothing really on these bugbears. There is again that skeleton, which is about a 15-foot long snake coiled around this. This.
I don't need
pillar.
to mess. I don't need to get creative.
And then
I'm
there
gonna-
are 3 other pathways out of here. It looks like.
I'm gonna just cut off a bugbear head and get back to Durnan and look at my watch. How much time did that take me? Like 2 minutes?
2 minutes, and you have an intellect devourer as well.
Oh, I'll bring that. I guess I'll scoop it into a little.
Well, you've got it on your sword currently.
Oh yeah, okay. Ew, it's my kebab. Okay, I will bring that and my bugbear heads.
Okay. You do well. You have a bugbear head, and then one with an exploded skull cavity.
Oh right, okay. Then I'll just take the one head and the intellect. All right.
All right. So
Darn it!
you come moving back, and you pull
Call
on
me
the
a
chain.
bottle!
You hear it ticking from above as it slowly descends down. I would
I'll
like
look
you
nervously at the hallway.
make me a perception check.
Okay. Cool. 20, not natural.
All right. So you hear the sound of like scritching coming from that hallway.
Oh god. Oh god. I want to jump up that chain. Oh shit. Okay.
It's slowly coming down. Also,
Okay.
in
I'm
your
readying a spell just in case I see something come out.
all right, as you're moving around, getting ready for this, you're kicking up sand on the ground, and you actually uncover a handful of things as you're like trying to figure out what's going on. So underneath the sand here, you find a tinderbox, an empty wineskin, 2 iron spikes, and a pair of pants that look like they'd fit an adult-sized human male.
I'll take the pants.
And then also, I'd like you to roll me a percentile.
Okay. Just scoop those bad boys. Okay, a 38%.
38%. All right. Let us see what you get here. You uncover a mask, and it's it's actually you. And then as you kick it over, you realize that it's actually 2 masks stuck together back to back. As you peel them apart, they're kind of with some sort of sticky whatever. It is a comedy and tragedy mask.
Ooh.
And then
A
the
little Mara mask?
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then there is a not technically, but we can make it that.
Yeah,
we're in a
yeah.
different realm, but sure. For you it can be that.
Yeah.
And then there is the elevator makes its way to the bottom, and you hear the scritching intensifying down the hallway.
Okay, in case I see something before that chain gets there, I have a spell ready.
So it's there. Do you hop onto the elevator?
Yeah, no,
All right.
I'm out.
And it's starting to go up. And as you get about 50 feet up, you see another one of those things, like looking around in the hallway, but it doesn't seem to see you. You also realize it doesn't have eyes.
It doesn't have eyes. It can't see me. Okay, so I'm gonna like laugh and then valiantly hold my sword up. So I
All
come
right.
out of the hall and look cool as fuck.
We're making a performance check.
Oh boy. That's a natural 20, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
Natural
yeah.
20. That's a 40 for those of you who are counting at home.
Yeah, so you come up out of the hole, and it's been about 5 minutes. And he's just like, well, that was quick.
Told you.
And you're showing off the
Do
bugbear.
you want this one or this one?
And he's like, just toss the other one back. There'll be toys to the bugbear head. Just throw that back down the hole. That's not that rare. Bugbears are everywhere. Some of them come in here and use the shop. That would be a little
Oh yeah.
insensitive.
Well, here you go. Here's this then, and I'm like gonna.
And he'll like pull out like a bell jar for you to
Yeah.
like slide it off into.
Nice. Yeah, I'm like, oh, well.
And he'll be like, I'll have to get this pickled. This is something.
Well, you know, maybe one of these days I'll have more time to come back down here and go a little bit further. But
He says,
believe you owe me a bottle.
Takes the bottle down. He's like, I got plenty more. You come back.
Absolutely. Hell yeah, best day ever.
Yes, for those of you who are wondering, that is room 1 of Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
I also take the pants. What do the pants look like? Are they
What
nice?
do you want them to look like, Celeste?
Leather pants.
They are leather pants.
Black leather pants.
Black leather
Nice.
pants.
I'm gonna go try on my pants and see if they fit.
They do, but they're also still under the sand pants.
Under mountain pants. So the sand would have kept them clean.
Yeah, or filled with mites or lice.
Oh boy, I gotta take off
Yes,
the pants
we'll
as I think about this.
Yeah, we'll find out later when you go to meet Odella.
No! Okay, whatever. I'm kind of drunk. I'm kind of drunk now and killed a bugbear, and I'm feeling great about myself. And I'm gonna take this bottle, be like, Durnan, you're a gentleman and a scholar. I'll be back one day.
And he's like, I'll be here.
And I'm gonna stroll out onto the streets. And I'm gonna be playing a little tune, kind of wandering around, doing my Leo thing.
All right.
And that's only the first hour of when I'm alone. So.
All right, Leo, roll me another percentile. I realized
Okay.
I missed a trinket, although you did just get one. But
6.
6, you say? So weirdly, in the pant leg of these pants,
Oh.
as you're
Trash
putting them on, out you like sticks when you were first putting them on, and you realize that in the pants, like folded up in the pant leg, was a clarinet,
What?
but it's missing its reed.
I can't get reeds anywhere. I'm gonna walk to a music shop and get a reed for my new clarinet. Yeah, and I'm gonna play all the guitars. I'm gonna play Stairway to Heaven on all the guitars.
All right.
But nobody minds because I'm amazing.
So you can go to, let's say, Hallambar's Lutes and Harps. That's a shop.
Great.
Which actually has its own wiki page. That means something actually interesting has to happen there. But anyway, yeah. So you can go there, and he's he's like, you got all the lutes and harps. No reeds though, because it's a strings instrument shop.
No. Okay, I'll still play on all the lutes, and then I will go find a clarinet. A reed shop? What? The clarinet store? I don't know.
Yeah, you go looking for the clarinet store. That's.
So we've spent way more than enough time on me. Leo just wanders through. He goes into a bunch of different taverns, meets a lot of people, plays songs, breaks hearts. Has a full day before meeting back at the tattoo shop.
All right. So
Preferably with a reed, some sweet new pants, and kind of covered in a little bit of blood, just a little bit.
Sure, a little bit, and gray matter.
Yep. God, he had such a good day.
All right, so Remy's here. Do we have a link for the monkey?
There are actually 4 monkeys,
Okay.
and I'm sending them to the Discord chat.
Great.
Vote now for the best monkey.
No, she's getting all 4 monkeys.
All 4?
All 4.
Wow,
monkeys.
these are some cute freaking monkeys.
They are very cute. They are called a golden lion tamarin, a red shanked monkey, a squirrel monkey, and a capuchin monkey.
Nice. All right. let's see here. Internet, I'm going to do my best to give you all of these on screen right now. So here we go.
Wow, that's impressive.
Video.
Hi, Internet. Here are my monkeys that I spent a lot of time researching tonight
That's
and
some...
didn't expect to during my D&D stream, but hey, that's
I
what
never
the
knew
adventure
monkeys
is.
could be so cute.
I felt personally challenged, and Leo felt personally challenged about not being able to go down into Undermountain. So
Ted knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
We're both very prideful beasts.
I knew that was gonna happen as soon as he started egging you on. I was like, so this is gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
Leo one-on-one in the Yawning Portal.
I bet I could do the whole first level.
Probably.
I believe in you.
We should all try to like go back together and clear the first level, but like with disadvantage for being drunk.
Yes!
See what
Oh,
happens.
that's like
All right,
our
Internet.
bachelor party.
Yeah.
There we go. So you can see here are the monkeys on the stream.
Look at these precious cute monkeys.
Let's just expand that out a little bit. Here we go. So we've got 4 monkeys. Here you go. This is our golden lion tamarin here at the top, our red-shanked monkey, our squirrel monkey here, and our capuchin monkey down here on the bottom. So these 4 monkeys that you have since gotten tattooed, what's the arrangement?
So they're all kind of hugging.
Aw, that's cute.
Actually, another reference picture that I found and then lost. That's 4 monkeys of the same type. I just don't remember which one, and I didn't end up going with it. So it'll probably be a little while before I find it. But it's, like the lion monkey is kind of in the back, and then the red shanked monkey is like right kind of next to them, and then the 2 smaller ones, the squirrel and the capuchin, are like down in the bottom, but they all are just like in this little happy monkey hug.
I like it.
So cute.
So you get your little happy monkey hug tattoo.
Yeah.
And between both the magics of lightning tiger tattoo and the healing restorative magics of some of the folks there who have done this for a long time, it's relatively healed almost within minutes. And also, for those of you who are curious as to why she might be getting these tattoos, being a way of the tattoo monk, the monkey tattoo grants Remy/Rid/Jalar expertise in the acrobatics skill. So now has double proficiency bonus to acrobatics checks. Thanks
Heck
to
yeah.
a monkey tattoo. All right.
Hold on, I found it.
Oh, did you? All right, let's see it.
I did. Okay. This is the arrangement of them. With the lion one is the big one in the background.
Yeah. Cute. There it is on stream.
Perfect. And yeah, she's really happy with it because Renee is trying to find the symbolism to these tattoos, right? Like, so there's something about how life has required her recently to be more flexible and swing a little. Like,
yeah, I like it. This is fantastic. Excellent. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well
Thank
done.
you for making me do monkey research.
You know,
Inspiring me to do monkey research.
That's what I strive to do in my D&D campaigns. Force my players to research monkeys. All right. So, everybody, is there anything else before we... Because this is like the whole episode is just this half a day in Waterdeep.
No.
Katie, were you muted? I think you were muted there.
Oh, I just said I don't see the problem.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't either. There's also a story, I promise, Internet. But mostly this is this game if you're new. So, would you guys like to do anything or have anything else done specifically? If not, we'll fast forward to evening when you guys all meet up at the tattoo place.
No, I'm good.
Fast forward.
I'm good.
Katie, you good too?
I
Yeah,
have my new monkey
all the
tattoo
same.
and I'm thrilled.
Okay.
I'm ready for my winking peace sign dragon.
All right. So as time goes on, you guys have all finished up whatever it is you're doing for the day, and you meet at Lightning Tiger Tattoo in the evening. Everybody shows up at the same time. Crazy.
Whoa!
D&D.
Except for me, I'm already there.
Except for Remy. Remy's already there, yeah.
Roswen runs to the tattoo place, like big smile on her face, and just busts through the door. Remy, is it time?
It's time! And Remy, I think, has been helping out
Okay.
because they definitely still have their like tattoo license from
Absolutely.
when they worked here before.
Yes.
So yeah.
She kind of like is wearing like a turtleneck, long sleeved white, like very like churchy number, and she just like pulls up her dress leg, and she's like, I was thinking about like the back of my thigh right here, and she's just covered in tattoos.
That would be perfect. Should I get mine in the same spot?
Yeah, definitely for sure.
Yeah,
You gotta
okay,
match
perfect.
completely.
Okay. You guys are also there. You guys, I would say that like Leo and Odella are getting there, and you just watch Roswen like run and just right past you into the shop.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Can I bring this in here? I've got like a paper bag, my brown. But can I?
And they're like, just like keep it away from the customers. Like keep it back on this side of the counter.
Yeah.
And
I'm
like,
on this.
don't be a mess.
I'm not a mess. Does anybody want to hear a song?
I'm not a mess. You just want to hear a song?
No, I'll put my bottle away. I'm walking.
Okay.
Be like, oh hey, how was your? I'm gonna lean on Adela. Gonna like squeeze you. Let's squeeze you. How was your day? Did you buy all the furniture you wanted?
Mhm.
You know, I didn't find exactly what I wanted, so I didn't buy any furniture, but I did find some things.
Okay. Socks?
I found socks in every color.
Wow. What a great day.
What did you do?
Oh, I went down into Undermountain.
I'm sorry, what?
You guys all hear this. The whole shop, like all the tattoo like equipment stops for a second. And they're like, the people
Yeah,
go-
it was no big deal. I made a bet with Durnan to see how fast I could kill something and won this bottle. Very fine whiskey, by the way. Oh, sorry, you're working. But if anybody would like to join me on this side of the counter, you are free to try this.
A record player that doesn't exist goes.
Under
Remy's
5
just
minutes.
shaking their head.
Working on a
Cool.
song about it.
Did you get anything neat?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna whip out my leather pants.
Yep.
How disgusting do these pants look?
Yeah, how gross are they?
Like pants that somehow you're not sure how they were left under the sand. Was the body extricated from the pants? Did the pants fall down the hole? You're not sure how they got there, but they've also been covered in sand for an indeterminate amount of time. And they're also still leather pants that have been sitting beneath sand for a while.
Mm.
Roswen
I'm also learning how to play this, and I'm gonna whip out my clarinet.
You were not able to find a reed.
Ah!
So
I've been-
it's like, there's no reed in there, so it doesn't really...
Roswen puts her skirt down and she walks up to the pants and grabs one of the legs and sniffs it.
Go ahead and make me a perception check, Roswen.
Oh,
Leo looks so pleased with himself, by the way.
27.
Smells like bad choices.
Smells like Leo.
Yeah, that's about right.
These were the pants you were meant to find.
Yeah, there's can't really sandblast leather pants, so they're pretty.
Yeah, no, I went to check out the Yawning Portal because they have a big hole, so I figured I'd go down it, see the sights.
Good job.
Odella just shakes her head and then prestidigitates the pants.
Ooh,
They're clean now. Clean
Hey,
leather
do you
pants.
guys have a bathroom? You can put these.
They're like,
Yeah, I want to go put on my leather pants.
all right.
This
Leo
a
goes
second
and
time.
Leo goes and puts on you put on your leather pants. As you take off your existing pants, there's like a slight itch, in and around the crotchal region.
No, you can't. Why does this always happen to me?
Maybe because you put on freaking dungeon pants, man. What is your problem?
Never put on dungeon pants.
Not even clean them. Like they're just out of the dungeon onto your body. Come on.
Well, I'm gonna do the man thing and pretend there's not a problem and walk back out in my
Fair. You are keenly aware there is, but you ignore it.
Yeah. I can't fix this right now, so
That's fine, I guess. Yep. Leo's in leather pants now, everyone.
Oh, good.
do they look great? I bet they look great.
Like on a scale of 1 to 20, like a 13.
Okay. I make them look great.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Better than normal. Better than
Mhm.
average. Your leather dungeon pants.
Yep.
All right. So, you guys start to get your tattoo work done, I suppose.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
it sounds like we've got the general idea of the dragon with the
What
winking.
color?
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah, what color dragon?
I think Rid suggests that hers be pink and yours be rainbow.
Okay. But what about the rest of you guys, though?
They're not getting matching tattoos.
Okay.
Are they?
I don't know. I don't even remember who I was speaking to at that point. Was it just Red? And
It was just red.
It was
Yeah.
just Rid.
Yeah.
and
They're
did
getting
she
best
change
friend
back
tattoos.
from?
The others don't get to be included.
Oh, this is our moment.
Wow.
Okay.
Harsh.
Hashtag. This is our moment.
Just sit and look at my boyfriend's dirty pants.
That they're clean now.
He's all yours.
Rid was told that no one else had gotten matching tattoos when asked.
That's
It's
true.
Truly, Roswen never asked.
Yeah, I said let's get matching tattoos, and you got a feather, and I got a pie.
We never discussed what the tattoo would be.
Anyway, okay, perfect. I love it. I would like to pay extra for amazing detail in my multicolored scales, please.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
It is
wow.
a nice fade. I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can find this in the meantime. But yeah.
Odella, hand me my money.
How much do you need?
Better yet, hand it directly to the tattoo artist.
But
Yeah.
I like to be the one to hand it over.
Yes, but remember
Odella
what
will,
it
like,
was last night.
Pull out a chest
Oh.
and hand it to Roswen. There you go.
How much gold is in this chest for the internet and for people who don't know?
28,000.
It
Yeah.
probably doesn't have that much in it. It's probably a fraction of that, but
Okay, I was like, I don't even think she can lift that with a 9 string.
yeah, because I don't think that 28,000 gold would fit into one chest. I'm
Not
imagining
that
like
attitude.
Fair.
Okay. All right. Well, I have it for when I'm ready.
All right.
I don't want to open the chest and then have them be like, actually, it's this much money.
That's fair. All right, yeah. So I have to think about the pricing on this, but that'll be interesting.
Don't forget the peace sign and the wink.
Yes, the wink, the peace sign. Anything else? So we know the coloration. Are these generic dragon, or are these modeled after a type of Dungeons and dragon, like with horns or spikes?
No, they're like us if we were dragons.
I see. Beautiful. Excellent.
Like mine has like really long like thing coming off and rainbow. Hers has like the horns that look like my horns.
Cute. I like it a lot, actually. There is
Very cute. We're very cute.
It is
It's the
so
cutest
cute.
thing.
It is exquisite. This tattoo work. And yeah, you guys get it in fine detail, and I'm really not sure what I would charge for a tattoo of this. How big are we talking?
Pretty
It
big.
depends on what Roswen has room for.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, I feel like if we're going for like a coily dragon for like red, we could do like a lot of space coiled between different tattoos she has.
Okay.
Um,
So like roundabout
probably
size.
like it spans the entire back of her thigh, but it's like not that wide, you know, it's like thin.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Rid
Huh.
doesn't have any tattoos on the back of her thigh, so it's just like
Got
there.
it. Got it. All right.
It's just like a little like dragon with a pie.
A
Pie and a peace sign.
Yeah, and like blush on the cheeks. Big blue eyes.
All right. So someone needs
Love
to
it.
draw this when we're done here.
I'll work on it.
Yeah, I've had a feeling.
So cute.
All right. So let's see. What do we want to charge for this? See, normally when people get tattoos, is on Princess of the Apocalypse more recently. So I'd just be like, Brittany, what would you charge for this? And then she would just tell me.
It's probably per hour. So how long does it take?
That is a good question. Roswen's is pretty intricate, and we're weaving.
Hmm
Were we?
We're weaving. We be weaving. I don't know. What do we think? Because you've got all the other tattoos on your legs. What do you think? How long? 4 hours, 6 hours, more than that?
I'm gonna say mine would be $350 real world.
Okay.
Mine probably be like 600.
All right.
Because we're in a city and it's a well-known.
Yeah, and you guys are repeat customers, and you used to work there.
Wait, does that get us a discount?
I get a discount.
Roswen's entire body is covered with tattoos from this place.
Also, they don't know red.
They don't know, right? They don't know. Oh no, they do.
They know Remy,
They know Remy.
and Rid is Remy right now.
Yes. So, yeah, we'll say that there's like a best friends discount.
Wait, so the tattoos transfer on to the other person?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes so much more sense right now.
Yes.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was a character decision that we
Yes.
made early on, because it's an interesting dichotomy that makes it almost harder to change who you are if you still have the same markings.
So deep,
Especially
man.
since literally one of the tattoos is on her face.
That's true.
Mhm.
So
That's never really come up. I guess people haven't really. There's like a mask like tattoo in white on her face.
it's white ink, so she just always, her personas are very pale generally to try and like hide that there's a white ink mask.
Yes.
Okay.
And a monkey now on her back, which you would also maybe see in the
4
process
monkeys.
of 4 monkeys.
Yes, but she also had a full she had a full sleeve before, which has just appeared everywhere and was most noticeable maybe when you first met Jalar and he was wearing like a vest in the forest. So
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Jalar is sexy.
So fine.
Ah,
You were
Well-
like
He's got
sexy
great
Hans,
shoulders.
and I was like, oh no, he's cute.
Let's call it 1,500 gold, and I think that's a pretty good combo for both, with discounts and expert detail on the massive shifting rainbow scales here.
I've got this.
Okay.
I never spend my money on anything, but I will cough it up for twin tattoos.
Yes.
I will
Rid
pay
still
them.
doesn't consider that she has money.
Took me a long time.
She started off with like 35 gold, and then like being with the Belladonnas for a week, she's gotten more, but she still only like considers her 35 gold.
Yeah, if you ever want free drinks, I can teach you how to do that. I have not paid any money today.
Roswen gives them 2,000.
And you got cool
gold
pants.
because it's
And
Roswen.
I got cool pants. So
To be fair, you got 50 gold worth of drinks.
oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to tell them that.
No, but you know that you take off 50 gold because you paid Durden 50 gold to go down.
Oh, yeah.
So that was his thought, was that he'll spot you 2 free drinks, you go down and then you die, and he makes 50 gold.
Except he didn't, and I took this
This is
bottle.
That's true. That's true.
Ah,
In this instance.
Well,
So-
I'm going to give them a 500 gold tip.
all right, 2,000 gold.
hmm And be really excited and not listen when they tell me the aftercare.
There is, I mean, again, there's a degree of magical healing applied to both to accelerate the. Because you guys are adventurers, right? You got to be ready to go.
do
Yeah,
they
we
have
don't want to have to be worrying about like the washing instructions so much over the
Yeah,
next couple of days.
yeah. There is like I guess like basically a base like a cure wounds sort of placed over top of it to kind of seal things, as it
Mhm.
were.
Okay.
Yes, Celeste.
I was just wondering if they happen to have like maybe a lesser restoration or like a cure disease or whatever just around.
Just like hanging out.
Like if anybody knew someone, I don't know what would get rid of that.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out, because it's not a disease.
Right. Well, we just prestidigitation to get rid of it.
Maybe.
Technically, Roswen could talk to them.
Yep. I'm gonna ask him to
Ask
leave.
them.
She gets down on her knees. All right. You gotta go.
Yeah, I guess I would say more like prestidigitation, because like it's not a disease; they're actual living
No.
creatures.
Yeah.
Or like, speak with animals.
Or a fireball.
Yeah.
Right.
No. My bits.
It's like a harnessed produced flame just real close till they get scared and run away.
Okay.
I got that.
You can do that.
I can do that.
I know you
I
can.
won't
It'll be
bring
like
it-
a Brazilian.
I won't bring it up right now, but maybe later I'll ask Roswen for help.
All right.
I don't want to kill everybody's cool day out.
Next time on Rise of Tiamat.
Dealing with pubic lice.
I just wanted cool pants, you guys. This is what you did.
You
Why
can't
did you
have
put
anything.
them on?
You could have gone to a store and bought cool pants.
But then they wouldn't be dungeon pants. These are OG authentic dungeon pants. I'm a
Yeah.
trendsetter.
Yeah, what you don't know is that it was some dude who had just hooked up with someone,
wanna
got
know.
pubic lice, and then threw them down the hole and didn't want to deal with them, and that's how they ended up down there.
That's
They
not-
weren't even a fallen warriors.
Yeah, they're just like, he's like, oh, dude, these are gross. I'm all itchy. Blah. Had too much to drink, threw him down the Yawning Portal.
That's okay. It's what it is. Choices were made.
Yep. So that was today. Would you guys like to go back to the Primp and Pie this evening? You're muted, but I saw that was yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good unless you guys want to stay at a really fancy hotel.
Oh, wait, I wanted to show all of my old coworkers Leo's
Oh,
tattoo.
Leo takes off his shirt.
Okay. Yep, he does. And you can see that
Show the
on
free handiwork.
there's this hyper realistic back piece.
He looks like a romance novel with no shirt on and leather pants. Just saying.
Druid craft a little gust of wind to make his hair Beyonce out.
It does. Leo, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, what are you doing to me now? Okay. A 13.
You just barely resist the urge to just scratch. You're like and you just tough it. You just tough through the urge to scratch.
Oh,
You just kind of like
yeah.
on the side. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody in the shop is impressed. They're digging on it. It looks good. It fits. The work you did matches the work that was done there. Almost like expertly matches. Hyper realistic. But did you do it of Rid?
Yeah.
They're like, who's that?
Oh, it's just some girl we know.
And they're like, oh, all right, cool. Looks great.
Remy winks at Leo
Wink back.
and then smiles very goofily because Remy is not really the winker of her personas. And no, because I think it's been at least 3 years since Remy was here. So they're just like, yeah, it's been a while since I actually did some art. So I was really excited to kind of get the chance to do it. And Leo's just so willing.
Yeah, no, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does look amazing. And they're all impressed. They're like, man, if you ever want to stop what you're doing and come back, like, totally.
Hey, if I ever need to kill some time in Waterdeep, I will absolutely swing by.
They're like, awesome. We're going to be here. We're not going anywhere.
And Remy like hugs everybody who is a hugger
Sure.
before leaving.
Yeah. There, you know, in your time, and like one person who wasn't, like Wong, the kind of the bald, like very stereotypical monk type guy. He wasn't a hugger before. He is now.
Yeah, well, he should be especially. I think that he's like the one person that Remy wouldn't have really like let out of it just because it's really good to see him.
Yeah. So you guys get all your hugs in. Everybody's like, everyone's just super jazzed. It was like a good day. You know, I get to see an old friend. Got to do some work. Everybody got to have fun monkey sketch time together.
Yeah, Remy also says, please send me a message the instant someone gets that tattoo.
And they're like, totally, of course.
Heck yeah. And then parts ways and like smiles and waves until the door shuts kind of thing.
All right. And you guys are ready to teleport back, I guess? All right.
Yeah.
With Roswen's newly acquired magics, you teleport back to the Prim Pie this evening. Lands for the nighttime before we bring this day to an end.
I have to talk to Roswen in secret.
Okay.
Oh god, she's probably just like in the shared bathroom, just like combing her hair.
Hey, Roz.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, sort of a sensitive issue. Do you promise to keep it secret? Can I trust you with something very secret? I think I'm gonna scratch and be like, listen, okay, so these pants, they look amazing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think well, they had a little souvenir that I didn't intend. Do you have anything that could fix a that situation?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, like little critters.
Critters.
Itchy from the pants.
Oh.
Yeah. Just I'd prefer if this stayed between us and we just got that.
Have you ever just thought of like shaving?
Like, okay.
To like get rid of the vast majority.
Hey, I mean, I sculpt. Like, don't.
I don't know.
You do. You guys share a bath. You go home.
You've seen it.
Roswen doesn't look. She's like,
all right, that's fair.
It's not crazy. down below. Just do you have something that could fix this?
She kind of, yeah. And I guess, like, I mean, I don't know offhand, like, what spell it would be, but I assume she's got her whole, like, herbology kit. She could
Sure.
probably make, like a salve or something to kind of get them, like, stuck and kill them off, sort of thing like that.
Yeah. I assume you're gonna go for that rather than trying to talk to him.
I'm not talking to your crotch. I'm good.
Dang it.
That would have been the perfect thing to have somebody walk in on, is Roswen just having a conversation. So
Holding onto his hips. Like,
can you leave? That'd be great.
I did it with silkworms. I can do it with lice.
I know.
All right. Well, I will give him like a little bottle of just like salve, and
Yeah.
I will be like 2 times a day. 3 times if you're doing heavy activity.
Okay.
Don't have intercourse until they're gone.
Okay. It's like 3 days.
I mean, who's to say? We'll check then. We'll check out the stitch. Also, if you put those pants back on, clean them again before you put them on again.
Fine. Okay, thanks.
One of my teammates comes and asks me for advice for the first time, and it's pubic lice.
Really appreciate it. You're the best.
Yep,
Okay,
I'm
we're
here
gonna-
for you, friend.
Just holding the pants in a little ball. I'm gonna run down the hall to my room
Okay.
and take care of that.
Just free balling it down the hallway.
Yep.
Do I see him run from Roswen's room to his room, like butt naked from the bottom half down?
That's painful, man. You're running at top speed. You're gonna be hurting. Anyway, so that happened. All right. So anything else of interest this evening?
I think
Does that pretty much do it for Roswen tonight?
I think Roswen is good.
Does Roswen want something identified?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so
Say something.
she'll Roswen will take the amulet that she found on Ava out of the box in the spare room. And she will go down to Odella's room and knock on her door.
She opens it up.
Hey, do you have a second?
Of course.
She comes in and closes the door behind her, and she's like, so I found this locket in Ava's things. I'm starting to kind of feel good enough to really go through her stuff. I don't know if it does anything, or if, I don't know. Maybe it was the reason she was acting the way she was. I don't know. But if you could help me figure out what it is, I would appreciate it.
Of course. Set it down on my desk. I'm just gonna grab something, and she will grab her tome and open it up and use it to ritually cast Identify.
All right, so 11 minutes go by as you cast Identify, and you can identify that this amulet is an amulet of proof against detection and location. So this is an amulet that hides you from all sorts of divination magic, scrying, and things of the like.
I'll pick it up off the desk and hand it back to Roswen, and I don't think this was what it had anything to do with her disposition or anything like that, but it definitely was why you couldn't see her. It hides from scrying.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you for trying. I mean, I just thought maybe if it was, it'd be nice to know.
there anything else that I can?
No, most of the other stuff I remember that she had. So,
Okay. Is there anything other than items that I can help you with?
I think, you know, this is the first time I've really been without somebody to play follow the leader with. I think that anything that I need, I probably have to do for myself.
Well, since there's nothing that you need, I told Leo already, but I guess you should be next.
Are you pregnant?
No.
Oh God, thank you.
Not yet.
Because I'd read that it takes 9 months, but you know, I just don't know.
Takes 9 months to get pregnant, or
no, to like have a baby after you get pregnant, but like you're like an angel lady and he's like a dragon boy, so things are different. I just, you know, who's to say? But I'm sorry, continue with what you were saying.
now I'm just okay.
Next time.
Not
Rise of
pregnant.
Tiamat.
Not pregnant.
Baby daddy issues.
No.
Well, whatever you say now, it's not going to be that big of a deal, huh?
Sure. Hopefully. So I told Leo, basically, you know how I was dead for like 8 hours or so? Well, to me, felt like 8 years. Was down there for a long time. Things happen. Some things are different with the way like my magic looks. I just don't want you to be startled if it happens. You know.
What do you mean it looks different? Like
and then
sparkles now?
No. She'll do the same.
Spirit Guardians.
Spell. Yeah, because it's very obvious, and it's just like black mists with like gold interwoven into it.
No more Kieran prancing about.
So,
And she'll turn it off.
I mean, we're different kinds of magic users. So I don't know everything about your deal and how it all comes, but I kind of find that most of the magic users that I've met, you know, the visuals of their magic kind of depict something about them, I guess. Like my magic was pink, and then when Selune came to me, now it's like pale blue. Did something change with you? I mean, were you just really sad?
Other than dying, I don't think. I mean, it was 8 years of.
But what did you do for 8 years? You didn't play cards.
I mean, there's not much to do down there, but I did see Signwrath.
How's he doing?
He seems okay. And it was nice to get to say goodbye.
Yeah.
And I saw Boyd. And that was not very nice.
Did you kill him again? Please tell me you killed him again.
I didn't kill him. But I don't think that he'll be hurting anybody else anytime soon.
Did you cut off his arms?
I guess in a way, you could say that. You know me, I don't really cut people's arms off, Roswen.
Did you explode off his arms?
Sure.
Well, that's probably for the best because, well, he almost punched me to death. We all know the story. Gary didn't bring me my quiche.
Was not Gary's fault, Roswen.
Tomato, whatever. I get what you're saying, though. Okay, so he's not going to hurt anyone anymore. That's really good, though.
It is.
But, I mean, that seems like kind of a happy thing for you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. It's not like I really wanted to. I spent a lot of time with him before I exploded his arms off, as you so nicely put it.
Wait, you talked to him?
No. It was more like the old days.
Did he hurt you again? After you were dead?
Yeah. It's not great, is it?
No. I know you keep saying you're okay, but are you okay?
I'm okay now that I'm back.
Well, I'm sorry that I wasn't there to take a punch for you so you could boom them from behind.
Well, I'm glad that you weren't there. I kind of thought that you all might have been there, but...
Well, I would follow you wherever to make sure you're okay.
The same.
It might always take some time because I mostly know about growing plants and raising animals, but I'd figure it out. If I get much stronger, then I'm going to be around for a really long time, so...
So, if you think that this whole magic thing is just the way I'm feeling, I'm not sure that it explains this. And I will use my bonus action to put out my wings.
Yeah, okay. Like to describe to Roswen what those wings look like?
So it's kind of like you can see the outline of black bone where the wings used to just be ethereal. It's still kind of got that ethereal look, and there's still a slight outline of where the feathers and stuff would be, but it looks very half and half.
She just kind of pauses and blinks a few times. Did he do that to you too? Can he even do that?
The only thing that I gathered from everything is that whatever kind of people they were, Boyd especially studied death and everything to do with it. And I think that granted him some sort of power there. And I felt helpless. And I don't know. I just don't know if this can be fixed. But I didn't want to keep secrets from you. But also, I'm not sure if Leo's into me just because of things, or he actually likes me. So I'm not sure that I want to show him this part, because if I'm not Angel-y and stuff, maybe he won't like me anymore.
Odella, shut your face. I've been doing this a lot. Sit down. I'm going to give you some counsel. I'm a professional now.
I'm glad to hear it.
She pulls up a chair and she sits you down and she's like, listen, first of all, you should know your worth. And I really think that Leo genuinely cares about you, as disgusting as I find it all. Thank you for last night. It was much quieter. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, if Leo were the kind of person who would see this and not want to be with you, then you should not want to be with him. Scars are what make you who you are. And there are going to be people out there who think that they're ugly and who don't understand why you're proud of them. But you got through somebody who ruined your life twice. He ruined your life in death. That's amazing. So don't live your life worrying about what other people think, because anybody who is worth any moment of your time will see that and they'll want to know the story so they can get to know who you are better and cherish what you are. You should tell Leo.
Okay.
The wings.
Yep.
Go back in.
You know, it's really nice to hear you so confident with yourself.
Yeah. I'm trying it out. I guess that I also, put a lot of my value into not what everybody thought of me, but I just got really focused on certain people at a time. My mom, my sister, and they're not here. So I have to also learn how to find my own worth. And I'm going to start telling people what I think, because I'm smart and I'm wise, and that's just who I am. And I'm not going to close that part off of myself, and I'm not going to try to hide my comparative innocence. That's just what it is. But these are the things I'm good at, and I'm going to use that to help my friends and to help anyone else who needs it.
Good. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. But seriously, tell Leo. Don't shake your head. Don't, not even once. You were Mom Della. Now I'm Mom Win. Watch out.
So true.
Okay.
Okay?
But maybe not tonight. I think he's dealing with something. I don't know. He's been weird the whole trip back from Waterdeep.
She bites her bottom lip. She goes, who's to say? Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow he'll be himself.
Okay.
I don't know. You're totally weird. Totally men. Right? Okay. You go to sleep. You're great. I think this was a good talk. I think that we should definitely look into your magic more, because that shit's weird.
It is. But like I said, I didn't want to. We told each other no more secrets, so trying to.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Also,
I think that we're gonna
really need to give Gary a second chance.
Fuck that. I'm out.
All right, and that's where we'll end for tonight. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. All of the new follows and subscriptions, people making use of our wonderful rainbow set of colors for our sub badges there. So anyway, yeah, we'll go around the horn real quick and get everybody to talk about where they are and what they do and all that fun stuff. So Katie, we'll start with you. What's going on with you?
Hello, I'm Katie. You can find me on Twitter at lazy_mermaiden. I'm here every other Monday nights playing this character. this Wednesday, I will be on Celeste's amazing podcast and stream, Venture Maidens. I'm so excited. I'm taken after Odella, and I'm going to be a divine soul sorcerer.
Yes.
I'm so excited. It looks so fun to play. And then also on Thursday, I'm going to be on Light Nevaeh's channel playing a Feywild one-shot. This is my D&D week.
There you go. Laura, what about you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at Win in Rome. I feel really awful because I got the dates mixed up, but I was on Scraticus Academy playing Cypher, which was amazing and a whole lot of fun. If you get a chance to play Cypher, you should totally play that. But I believe it's up on YouTube, so you can go check it out. But also just go check out their channel because it's amazing. And Renee will probably tell you more about it a little bit later.
Yeah. All right. Celeste, what about you?
Hi, everybody. My name is Celeste Conowich. The most important place where you can find me right here on this very channel, Nerd Immersion, on Sundays, where I run a show called Mistress of Modules. It's a new show. We play through short form 5th edition D&D modules. So this coming Sunday, we're going to be starting a whole new module with a whole new cast. We're going to be playing through the experiments of Dr. Skulldial, which is a really cool puzzle-heavy Ravnica adventure. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So join us this Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern start time. And also follow us on Twitter at Mistress of Mods. Other places, like Katie mentioned, Venture Maidens. It's my actual play D&D 5th edition podcast, which you can find anywhere podcasts are free, or on Wednesday we'll be streaming starting 7:30 p.m. PST on the Venture Maidens Twitch channel. So tune in for that. Katie's first time there. I'm so excited. You can also check out my other podcast that I'm on, the DMnastics, which is on the DM's Block channel. So that's another podcast where I do advice for GMs. And that's it. Follow me on Twitter at @CConowich.
All right. And Renee, what about you?
Hi, I'm Renee, and I love this game. I love playing with these people. They're all amazing, and I am on Twitter at RayDNR. I also stream pretty regularly. I'm not going to be streaming on my own channel until I get a surgery out of the way a little bit later this month. But in the meantime, you can find me here on alternating Mondays playing D&D, Rise of Tiamat with this amazing crew, the Belladonnas. And Tuesdays, you can find me on Encounter Roleplay playing some Call of Cthulhu. Wednesdays, you can find me on Scraticus Academy every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and I storytell a game of Weave with a playset that I wrote called Dynama there, and it's amazing. It's my first time DMing something on stream, and my first time DMing something that's not my podcast, which is Fate and the Fable Maidens, which is family-friendly actual play. You can find that at Fate FM Cast on social media or at fatefmcast.com. I think that's it, and I'm really looking forward to what happens next. The roleplay tonight was amazing, and I loved seeing how everyone reacted to their varying situations.
Yeah, more of that. You got at least one more day before maybe 2 more days before everybody's fully regenerated and travel can commence.
True.
All right, so I'm Ted. This is Nerd Immersion. I wanted to say thank you again, like I said, for the subscriptions, everybody hanging out in the chat, chatting or lurking. We appreciate you, whether you are active chatting or just lurking. You can use those flint bucks that you gain to donate trinkets to people. You can donate to Tip the Reliquary and have things like Pizza Rain or musicals or whatever. We do have, again, like I said, a new Why Are You Like This emote, which is available to base level subscriptions and the now sub badges as well. Also, next Wednesday, the 13th of March, is a thing that's happening on Celeste's channel as well.
Shit, yeah.
That I'm also going to be on. So it's a Venture Maidens one-shot for Dwarven Forge, which is their Dungeon of Doom module, which is the one that released this year, I believe, or last year's Kickstarter that's coming out this year. Or they might have been the previous year. I'm not sure.
I believe March 18th is the official launch date. So if you check us out on the 13th, you're actually getting a preview. You're going to be able to see that dungeon area for the first time on our channel, the Venture Maidens. And Ted will
Yes.
be there.
I will be there playing a brand new character who hasn't been fully realized yet, but I will be playing the brand new Artificer that just came out last week that I did a review on to see how that is in the updated version, because the previous one sucked. You can watch Curses of Strahd Season 2 to watch how horrible it is to play. Thankfully, we had a bunch of magic items, but anyway. That was pretty much it, guys. Thank you again. Tomorrow will be my homebrew show. Wednesday will be It Builds Character. I will be releasing last week's, which was Beowulf from the literature, the epic poem. Very random. And I think Gilgamesh is this Wednesday. I don't know. There's a lot of weird choices coming up. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Have a great night.
Bye.